Right, so we're back. Good evening, anybody and everybody. Yeah, sort of.
Hi.
Oh God, echoing back off my phone. So without further ado, we'll get underway because it's already 8:10. So Lou, if you want to regale us with your traditional update of what happened where we left it, while I fiddle with the cameras.
I'm trying to remember where we started. I think we started. Was it just after the last fight in the room with all the masked dead people, and then we explored some more, sort of circling around a few places, and then ultimately we made our way to the opposite side of that big hall with a big hole in the ground, and found a large door, which when eventually we opened, we found a coffin with a skull inside a crystal box and a little girl's voice talking. So I think at that point we realized it might be the warning that we'd read on the large stone slab outside. Don't tell the little girl the truth or something. Obviously this little spirit or something hadn't realized she was dead. Panicked, crashed out of the crystal box because Fufu couldn't lie for some reason, and then proceeded to summon a bunch of undead spiders. So we all set about murdering as many of those as we could. I think the monk discovered a certain delight in uppercutting the little crystal skull into shards. I think he did something that got crazy, like 35 points of damage in one hit or something. I can't remember. It was a lot. And then, unbeknownst to the rest of us, I think the monk had wandered off by himself and decided to shadow step inside another locked chamber, something, and then discovered there wasn't a floor, fell down, hurt himself. But yeah, that was happening while we were in a totally different room. So I think we're about to discover the monk's missing, and we need to go try and find out where he is. In the meantime, the dwarven druid barbarian decided it would be a great idea to talk to whichever spirit spoke to him when he touched a staff he found in the sarcophagus, and they wanted to let him in. And the druid went, yeah, sure, why not? So he's absorbed some kind of undead god, I suppose. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know. All we heard was him talking to himself.
Yeah.
And now it's probably going to start acting weird on us.
So yeah, you saw it. So when he picked up the when he picked up that snake staff, you saw this sort of dust form into like a ghostly image of a shape of a snake that kind of coiled itself around him, and you presume there was some kind of interaction that went off, but all you heard was Tackling saying, "Okay," or "Yes," or words to that effect.
Just talking to himself.
Yeah, and then it seemed to absorb it.
So did we hear this as characters?
Yes.
Yes.
So he's fucked. Okay, cool.
So you heard it. You heard him say yes. You don't know what he was saying yes to, and then, like I said, then he seemed to absorb this apparition, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Nothing good, I guess.
Well, I assume Cade had a similar experience touching the ring. Was it?
Yes. So
Yeah,
So of
previous
course you'll
tomb.
be able to. Yeah, Cade might be able to throw a little more light on that. Yeah. So yes. So that's where we are. So yeah, we can pick it up from there, I guess. So we'll leave Orbold in his pit of misery over there for a while.
The pit of shame.
Yeah, bit of misery. You already named it. That's cool.
It's not giving me the option to pop out the character sheets, Phil.
Pop out the character
Especially
sheet.
dead.
Yeah. Because normally you can pop it out so it's separate to the browser, so I can move it to a different screen. But
Yeah, I took that.
That's gone again.
Yeah, I disabled that 8 months ago.
Well, I were doing it all the time up
Oh,
until
right. I have
today.
no
Worked.
idea. I have no idea how you've been able to do that, then, because that's not.
It worked for me last week
Oh, did it?
as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I could not tell you then because I've not been able to. I've not had that option for a long time.
I need that enabled.
I can't do anything for you, I'm afraid.
No,
Not at the moment.
that shit.
I don't know why. Like I said, I did have a mod that let you do that, but I disabled that ages and ages ago. So why you've been able? So yeah, I don't know how you've been able to do that. Must be maybe it's a built-in thing, but if it is, then it's been. I don't know why you can't do it now.
Yeah,
I mean,
see
I
the option's
can't.
gone for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
Yes, that pop-out thing was really useful. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't do it. I
Right.
can't do it at all now.
Right, moving swiftly on because we can't change a thing about it.
No, we cannot. So no point dwelling on that. Right, yeah, so yeah, take it away. And action.
Well, that was interesting.
What did you do?
I had a lovely conversation with a little snake bro who said he saw truthfulness and kindness in me.
What? He must be lying.
It was very, very deep. Very, very deep. Yep.
Have you not
Hey.
learned anything? Last time you spoke to snakes, you let them bite you, and then you had death's
What
bloody
happened?
door for
We ended up with
absolute
good knowledge
weeks.
that we could use. We worked out well. I like snakes. I don't like turtles.
I'll let you die first, all right?
This staff's pretty cool. And
I wouldn't know.
wiggle it around, and then just pop it away.
Oh yeah, so of course Cade is on the is trapped out in the dark corridor. He can't see diddly squat. I don't think, apart from a yeah. So yeah, it's
And then he remembers he has a magic ring that can automatically cast light if he says the right word.
yes.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that, guys.
Do you want me to enable the ring for you?
What do you mean enable means?
Do you want me to turn on the light for you?
Yeah, please.
Okay, and we said
How
it
did
is.
I miss this? I don't understand.
know.
Are we
It's
still locked in
it's
this room then?
at the moment, yes. So it's equivalent of a torch, I believe, that ring, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's bright. It's bright.
Well, it's the light spell, isn't it?
Bing.
Yeah,
there we
light
go.
cantrip. It's a
Yeah.
light cantrip, yeah.
But yes, so the jaws of the skull that form the entrance to this room are closed. Yeah, so the entrance is sealed shut.
Try and open it, Phil.
Okay.
Stick its teeth in.
Where's my?
It's a common war cry across all RPG games.
Just
So
get the
Phil,
lights.
just
Yes.
to clarify,
Yes.
so this ring, is this equivalent of a torch or is it equivalent of the light spell? Which one, please?
Oh, I would say it's equivalent of a light spell.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Thank you.
the light
That's easier, light cantrip, because it's far easier to understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
cheers. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to be clear on that. Thank you.
So yeah, you can. Do you want to physically try and lift it open, force it open?
Unless there's some kind of mechanism.
Unless there's some kind of mechanism. Well, I suppose you can make an investigation check, I guess.
Is that what we're all doing?
I don't know.
Yeah,
This is
may
what
as well.
Lou High's doing. I don't know what everybody else is doing. What is everybody else doing?
Yeah, well, I'll either aid him or do my own, whichever's easiest.
Well, it'll be an aid if you're doing the same thing. So it's both in the same area, so it'll be an aid. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
A 9.
Oh, fucking nines.
So no, you can't see. You can't see. So both of you check over around that area, and you can't see any means of any mechanical means of opening it.
What if I walk over to it with the snake staff?
Well, presumably you've got the snake staff with you when you went over to check it with Lou High, so that has no real effect either.
What's that? That's to the east of this coffin.
I think I have the little girl.
Okay, so Cade, meanwhile you're sort of stood out in the corridor. What are you doing? You finally remembered you've got.
I like to turn it on. Yeah, I have this. How did I forget this? I'm highly intelligent, apparently.
Right, so about the same time as you do that, you see there's like a faint poof sound, and you see the flames in the eye sockets of that skull, that big skull that forms the door, like pop, reignite again.
Okay, I'm backing away,
And as it does, there's a grinding noise, and the jaws slowly open.
Okay,
I'll get through.
Yeah, I shout to the guys, the jaws are open. And I'm backing away, and I turn on the light on my ring, please.
Yep, okay. Done.
Still can't see shit.
You still can't see anything?
No, I mean, very limited.
Turn your light on, you should be able to see.
Oh, yeah. I can see something. Yeah, okay, cool.
Meanwhile, we shall, while you're extracting yourself from that room, let's jump over to Obold, shall we? So yes, you're at the bottom, just fallen into the bottom of this pit. I believe these, so because you just at the last minute you detected that whole passageway was one big pressure plate, so you shadow stepped past all that and fell into a pit, which let's give you every iteration of the description. So
yeah, I'm going to need a description.
So you fall into a deep pit that opens up at the entrance of this tomb with a stone sarcophagus resting at the bottom. A snarling monkey-like creature decorates the sarcophagus lid. Beyond the pit, which I'm not sure. Well, beyond the pit you can't see. So the pit's 20 foot deep. So I'm going to leave it at that. So you can't see beyond the pit at the moment.
Should be able to run up that wall.
Into darkness. Yeah, I would be able to run up that wall.
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay, you run up walls now.
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
good.
right.
Vertical surfaces and across water.
Okay. So you've got Darby. So what are you doing then? Oh yeah, so long as it doesn't, so you can do it for that movement, can't you? So long as nothing interrupts you.
Yeah, but that's only 20 foot deep, and I've got 55 foot movement, so
okay.
It's fine.
So yeah, is that what you're doing?
No, I want to have a look around this sarcophagus first.
Very good. Okay, right. So the lid is carved with a stylized image of like this one of those like sort of skeletal looking monkeys, which you also remember is the creature that represents the spirit of Wongo.
Yeah.
Oh.
As you're checking round as well, you can see that the whole thing appears to be one piece. There's no separate lid.
All right. That. Ring is a path. There the poor sunlight. That's the frog. I just want to check that stuff about the Legend of the Nine Gods. No, I don't give any hints. I'll run up the wall then, Phil, and clamber out.
The north side, or the west side, or the east side, or the south side even.
The west side.
The west side. Okay. Right, I'll just chuck you up there then. Right, so once you're up out of the pit, you can see on the north side there are 3 chests, each sitting on a separate stone dais. The chest on the left is carved of black onyx. The middle chest is made of rusty iron. And the chest on the right is cast of silver and glistening with frost. So each chest looks about 5 feet long, about 3 feet wide, and about 3 foot high.
Right. I'll move up to the chest then, Phil, and have a look one by one at them, see if there's any inscriptions or anything else like that on them.
Okay, so
Starting from the left with the onyx one, then moving to the right.
Right, so you look over each one. There's no, there's nothing. There's no markings or inscriptions on them at all.
Right. Nothing in here at all. I'll have a wander around the walls then, Phil, see if there's any inscriptions anywhere that I can see or murals or anything.
Okay, so no, there's nothing. There's nothing apparent on the walls. So it's like all these cut stone blocks of the walls. Like any I forgot to mention this before as well. Any sort of crevices and cracks in the walls are stuffed, are packed tight with fragments of bones or and skulls, if the depending on how big the gaps are. Any kind of gap is like jam packed with like bones and fragments and bones and bits of skulls and entire skulls if there's a niche big enough. And that's kind of prevalent throughout the whole area.
Right.
But yeah, they've got a keyhole there's a keyhole on the front of each chest as well, I think.
No, right, but I don't have a key.
Oh no, sorry, no, there
key?
isn't. There is not a keyhole on the front on each.
Right, I was going to say, because I don't think we've found any keys. I'll drop back down into the pit, Phil. I just want to have a look over that sarcophagus again and see if there's any way to open it that I can see.
Okay. You can make an investigation check, I guess.
Investigation. No, that's that one.
So, has enough time passed that the rest? We're now kind of all caught up time.
So yes, so you're after his yes. By this time you'll have come out of there and all congregated back on back or near the landing or the balcony, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I say with Threadney's passive perception.
Threadney?
Honestly, for Fuchs' passive perception, he'd be like, "Where the fuck's the monk?"
Yes. Yes, it probably does dawn on, if you haven't already, it does dawn you at this point that Obald is missing.
Can you cast that message thing, Cade? Can you cast message?
Let me check. Can't remember my cantrips, sorry.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, I know it's a cantrip. I just can't remember this character has it or not. Yes, I have message, yes.
You want to give it a go, see if you can find them?
Yeah, I messaged the missing monks.
You want
I don't want to waste a 3rd level spell.
pop it into chat?
Sorry, what did you say, Phil?
Just pop it into
Just
chat.
click on message. Just click on message and it should put into chat.
There we
I
go.
clicked-
Excellent.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
Oh, so I clicked on the wrong place. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
all right.
click.
Okay, you point your finger towards a creature within range and whisper.
Oh, I can't see them.
No, you got to be able to see it.
No.
You can cast a
please
spell
keep
through
reading.
solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is. You've got to know it's beyond the barrier, though. So you got to know.
Okay, right. So you cast it once, doesn't work. So then you cast it knowing it's beyond a barrier.
Okay.
It's a cantrip.
Is it possible to make a voice contact with them? So I shout, "Hello, where are you guys?"
Are you an idiot? Are you an actual idiot?
Yes, I am. Why?
We're in a dungeon, trying to be circumspect, and you
Yeah,
actually want to yell out loud
Listen,
next to the great big
if you are if you are nearby, you can shut me up.
I'm next to you. I slap you in the head.
Okay, so see.
Yeah, so a
initially,
magical
I
silence.
start to raise my and I got a smack.
Okay, so if the barrier is 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 3 foot of wooden blocks, the spell doesn't. It blocks a spell.
Yeah, but it says it doesn't have to follow a straight line. It can travel freely around
Correct.
corners or through openings.
It does. It does indeed.
Correct.
So if there were
So
a door there...
So what are you
there
going to
were
do?
like
So
no property.
what's Cade going to do exactly? How are you going to work this?
Yeah.
Because you don't know where he is.
Okay, so do I have any vague idea which direction he's?
The only suggestion of what direction he might be in is that it could only, unless something strange has happened to him, it could only have gone down one of the passageways,
North or south, basically.
or
Okay,
west,
so
or
what
northwest,
I will
or
do-
west.
Okay, I go
Oh
to
yeah,
the
you could have gone west. Yeah.
Okay,
Down
so I carefully approach this, passageways, and I repeat the same message at each and one of them.
Okay, so which
Where are you?
which direction first? Then presumably you're going to move over here. I'll just shift you.
And the nearest one, you choose.
The west
You are
first.
We are west first, yes.
Okay, so going clockwise. Very well.
Yeah, but I'm very careful. I don't want to fall into this shit myself. Okay.
Right. So yeah. So if you want to, what's the message you're trying to send?
Where are you guys? I'm missing you. What's up?
Okay. So while you're back down in this pit, checking over the sarcophagus, you hear Cade's distinctive voice in your head. You want to repeat the message?
Can I respond?
Yes, you can respond. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, right, yeah. Target, here's a message and reply and whisper that only you can hear. Say I'm in the room that's beyond the corridor long trigger.
And that's it. So
The-
you're not answering anything else.
That Fafuk found.
Okay, so I send a message again. Are you resting? What are you doing there?
Yeah, I found a sarcophagus.
And do you want us to help you, or you want to come back, or what's the plan?
I don't think you'll be able to get past the trigger because it's 30 foot long.
Okay, so can you come back?
Not yet, I'm still looking.
And is there any way we can help you?
Not unless you can get past that trigger.
Okay, I relay all this, conversation to the rest of the guys.
Okay.
Whispering, very quiet. Okay, I learned my lesson, and I'm scratching my face. It still hurts. And when Fufuk is not looking around, not looking in my direction, I kick him in the ankle, and I pretend it wasn't me. But just gently. I don't want to hurt him, just a little bit. And I
It
start.
looks like I can't believe he survived this long.
Listen, I'm a halfling. What do you expect
Good.
from me?
All I would say is sometimes you're the luckiest little shit I know.
I know,
Lucky.
I know, because
Yeah.
I have great friends. You guys always save my skin. Thank you.
It's like, Anyway, Fafuk's cranky because he's only got 20% of his hit points left. So you're going to have to
Yes.
sort that out.
So why don't
Um,
you heal yourself?
Yeah. I mean,
Seriously, you are our healer. You are done. We are fucked. So heal yourself.
I'm just wondering, do I use spells or we won't have time for a short rest, will we, before we get into the next thing? So, okay, I'll sort myself out. But maybe while we're waiting, I should cast a Identify and Tackling to see if we can understand what's happened to him once he touched that little snake staff.
Right, that's interesting.
So Fufuk's going to do that. It's a minute casting time. I'm actually going to cast it, which is something I hardly ever do. I usually do a ritual, but I'm figuring in this time it's probably worth doing. Right, if you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Interesting. None.
Oh dear, that's worse than I thought. And those spells affecting the druid, which leaves things like possession or I don't know. When he was bitten by the snakes, we did the same thing. Cast Identify on him, but we didn't get anything off that either.
No.
Or did we get a Gaius? Gaius?
Yes.
Gaius.
No. I don't believe
No,
so.
we didn't. So, I mean, it could be a similar situation to when he got himself bitten by a snake. Like the last time. Like, when you're going to learn? Stop playing with snakes. You little weirdo druid. Weirdo. Right. Okay, well, okay, we didn't learn anything. Fook shrugs. If it kills you, I'm just going to say I told you so, alright?
I'm fine. I am all good.
Yeah, until you're not.
So, Orbald, you don't find anything else.
There's no way of opening it.
No, like I said, there doesn't seem to be anything to open. It just seems like one object. There's no, like I said, there's no lid. It's just one solid object.
Oh. Oh, I just want to check something on that new monk ability.
Ooh.
Right, well, so I assume Kate brings us up to speed so we know that.
Yes, I said that, yes.
Yeah, so the trigger, so there's 30 foot of trap, which Fafuk had found previously, but it carries on all the way through to the door. And then I assume Mobold mentions on the far side of the door there's a big hole.
No, I don't think he mentioned that.
Oh, didn't the monk mention this vital bit of information?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm not
So there's
seeing
30
it.
foot of... Yeah,
Just
no,
that
of
the
course not.
corridor
So
was
there's 30
trapped.
I mean, getting past that corridor is fairly trivial. I mean, we've got Tacklin who can turn into a large spider and Ferriers. We've got fly spells we could cast. Fafuk could Dimension Door. Cade could Misty Step. I think, though, Misty Step is a range of 30 foot.
Yes, exactly 30.
So, I mean, there's many, many ways we have of getting past it. Question is, what do we do once we get there? Can Fafuk go forward and see if he can disable the trap?
Yeah, of course you can.
Where does it start? Is it sort of just at the part where the passageway jinks north again?
I don't know. I don't remember that. I didn't remember that you'd actually detected that before. Had you?
What?
That Fook knew about the trap.
Yeah, I'd walked up
Yeah,
there.
he came back and told us because he stopped just
Yeah.
as you were about to step on it.
Right. I thought that
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was you, Elbold. But yeah.
Mm.
Let me have a look. Bu-bu-bu-bum. So you can make an investigation check, I guess.
I was
For
just
Fook.
checking that unarmored movement, if it allows wall running, and it looks like it does. So I thought that I could do that instead of just shadow stepping.
Right.
So it seems to be that along a vertical surface, like in a corridor, you can do wall running if you want, instead of just running straight up a wall.
Well, that would. Yeah. I want,
As long as your end
yeah,
movement
your movement. Yeah.
on a horizontal square.
Okay, so no, you can't see any. You can't see any way of being able to do that. I mean, it looks like the entire floor of this passageway that runs down to this big sort of like propeller is just one big pressure plate.
Oh, that's what wanted a propeller. That's why I shadow stepped instead of wall running.
Yes, because you can't get you'd have to get past that first.
So it might be safe behind the propeller, but in front of it is where the trigger is. So it might be just the first 15 foot that's the trigger, and then there's a 5 foot square where the propeller is, and then the 10 foot after, or 5 foot or 10 foot, whatever, would be safe. 15,
I mean,
20.
I think we talked about the propeller last time, didn't we? We weren't sure if we knew what it was, but Phil, you said we'd have seen windmills and stuff, so we kind of
Yeah, I mean,
grasp it's something.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I can't
So
think.
we probably wouldn't
It's how
realise
they
if we
describe
tried,
it. It's how they describe it. And I can't think of another way to describe it. So that's what it looks like. Whether there's, boats don't have propellers.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
No,
for sake of
planes,
simplicity, that's what that's how it's described. Not that you know what a propeller is.
Yeah, of course.
Or your characters.
Mm.
A spoked bladed wheel without a rim. How about that?
Awesome.
I'm going to go back up to the chests then, Phil, if I've not found anything.
Okay.
Without any clues, it's just random which one you pick to look at or look in.
Okay. What's the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna watch out, I mean, just in case anything nasty turns around.
Okay, so you're keeping a watch from where you are currently?
Yeah, I walk a little bit, up and down, just to see if anything moves. I want to watch the back of the guys while they are working on this problem.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So I'm ready. If anything pops up, I want to cast the first spell. Okay.
Very well.
Thank you.
And what's Tackling Luhai doing?
So does this trapdoor start from where in front of Fufuk?
Pressure plate, not a trapdoor.
Pressure plate.
Yeah. So, excuse me.
If
From
I'm
here-
time and have a look at it.
From here to there is one big pressure plate.
As far as we're
Actually
aware.
see it.
Well,
Make
for
it
Fook,
out.
yeah. Well, for Fook can points it out. Yeah. So for Fook,
I mean,
basically,
if you guys want to,
so basically for Fook, detected this pressure plate that the entire bit of floor in front of him was the pressure plate, but it's just one all one piece. The entire thing. It's not like separate. It's not like a series of separate pressure plates. It's just one solid piece.
All drops down, or is it a hole in front, further up?
Sorry.
Does it drop down, or is it further up that it drops down?
I'm not sure what you mean. It drops
If I
down.
were to stand on that a foot space in front of foot, would it drop down?
It would trigger. It would drop down in the sense that it would depress the plate. Yeah.
The floor doesn't collapse there.
No, the floor doesn't.
From-
Well, you
that's
don't
from
know.
getting it.
You don't know for certain, to be honest, because nobody stood
No
on it.
one's stepped on it,
It looks like a pressure plate.
so something happens.
Yes. Oh, does it?
Fall did though, didn't it?
Well, Fuchs sort of says, look, if you can, like, monk power walk your way down the wall or something, great. Or if you can find a way to disable whatever that thing is, great. You know, it's a risky business. It's probably got something to do with that metal long bladed. I suppose it looks like swords or something arranged in
Yeah.
a weird configuration.
Yeah, a bit like that.
Probably
Yeah.
got something to do with that over there. You know, who knows what?
Like a blade wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some wagon wheel that some demented wagoner created. Which would only be crazy if it had tentacles on it instead.
There's a room that's beyond that propeller.
Yes.
Yes.
You should be able to see. Can you not see that further than that?
It's hard to make out.
Yeah. So you can see. You can see past. You can see into. You can see beyond it.
And a very dark floor.
You can just make out there's passageway beyond this like wheel, bladed wheel. Yeah, and
It
the
isn't
wheel
spinning.
the wheel itself sits in like a widened area.
Okay, I'm bored. Spider form. I'm going to walk across the wall past the propeller.
Okay. Right. So Orbald, what are you doing?
I'm going to regret this. I'm going to open that black onyx one. See if I can
Okay.
open it.
Very well. Right.
There's nothing in the riddle.
No, not that I can think of that relates to this.
Right. Opening the chest. It's empty, apart from a 3-inch long gold key protruding from an adamantine keyhole set into the underside of the chest slid.
Say that again, please, Phil.
You can't see it.
No, I know, but I'm sure you told us.
So a 3-inch gold key protruding from the underside of the chest slid.
Yes.
Protruding from
A
did you say an
adamantine. From an adamantine keyhole.
Strange.
So at this point, so tackling quickly changes form and squeezes his way down this tunnel, just managing just to barely not brush against the floor, against the pressure plate on the floor, and squeezes his way past these blades, maybe nicking himself slightly. To there. So are you changing back once you get to the other side?
No, I'll just rub my legs together so he can hear me, so he knows where I am. So I don't rub
Well,
around.
yeah, it probably is you. Yeah. So there's a large spider which has that telltale mark of tackling on it. I think we decided you like a
I'll throw my
noticeable.
spear into one of its eyes.
I think we decided your forms had a recognisable
He's got a beard.
keeps you from sneaking up
Yeah,
on me.
so yeah, like a tuft of a tuft of hair, like maybe a Mohican on the top of its head.
The most dwarvish-looking spider you've ever seen.
Mohican and a moustache.
Yeah.
Can I just
Porno,
keep, like,
porno tash, though. Not a beard, just a porno tash.
I'll just turn back to Lu Hai and I'll just give him like a thumbs up. like him up. Like, ooh, he's over here.
Wow. I guess. Wow. So Luhai, you can make an intelligence check, see if you can like make
Interpret what the
interpret what
spider's
spider's trying to do.
I'll leave that one open then, Phil, and just move to the middle one, the rusty iron one,
Okay.
and open that, see what's inside.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You understand perfectly well.
Yeah, Lu Hai.
Lu Hai just turns red and looks very angry.
Okay, so Obald. Meanwhile, Obald, you move on to the middle chest, the one that's like rusty iron. It's like
Mhm.
as you open it, like just flakes of rust like fall, like drift off it and fall off it, and your hands come away like rusty, like orange from the rust. Inside is nothing apart from a 3-inch long gold key protruding from an adamantine keyhole set into the underside of the chest lid.
Yeah, so exactly the same as the black onyx one.
Yep.
I'll have a look at the silver one then as well.
It's the same.
Huh.
Right, so what's the rest of you doing?
Fuchs just kind of like got it sat down, resting his back against the wall, trying to catch his breath because he's still 50% screwed. He doesn't. I don't want to waste any more spells on this unless I absolutely have to. Just trying to recover his breath and keeping an eye down into the darkness,
Okay.
wondering what's down there.
Okay, you still patrolling on watch?
Yes, I'm watching the rest of the guys. I'm
Okay.
right back.
Well, what about Luhai then?
Nothing beyond that room then.
You can call. You can if you want to shout. If you want to raise your voice, you can shout. You can communicate by shouting back and forth down that tunnel. If you want to do that, Luhai, or not.
Can I run along this wall then?
Have you got the same ability?
He's got the same one
Well-
as me. It's a monk one, the level 9 monk one, that unarmored movement.
So the only thing is, for Fuchs mulling over, I assume Obald's keeping us appraised.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Are you?
Are you like say, are you like shouting back and forth, relaying what's happening, or
Not yet,
no? Okay, so
because
no.
I don't know what I'm doing yet.
No.
Although I will ask Tackling to have a look over that sarcophagus and see if there's any keyholes.
Okay.
You'll not get a response because I'm still in giant spider form, but I will go and have a look at it.
So
Gonna
you running down there, are you?
I'm going to run along this wall, yeah.
Yeah. So you'll only be able to run. You'll be able to run as far as the propeller, and then you'll have to because the propeller blocks your progress. You have to go around the
Does
side
it?
of the propeller. Yeah. So I will require a dex check to manage to sort of pull you, sort of get around the corner without falling onto the pressure plate of the floor.
For Fuchs, ask Kay to send Obald a message and ask him what's he looking at.
Yes, I'll do that, no problem.
Okay, Luhai can give us a dex check. See if you fall out and see if you manage to sort of drag yourself around the corner without as you run along the wall.
Ability check.
Dexterity check, yeah. Okay, that's sufficient. So yeah, so you sort of run to the end and kind of stop yourself against the propeller and then sort of half flip, half drag yourself around the corner and drop to the floor. So once there, you're able to like squeeze round. There's enough space to like move round the edge of this bladed wheel and into that passageway. So what message is Cage sending to Orbald?
Oh, as you know, Fufux told me exactly word by word.
I'm just asking him what is he particularly working on right now.
Yeah, this exactly.
There's 3 chests: black onyx, rusty iron, and silver. And each chest is empty except it's got a 3-inch gold key protruding from an adamantine keyhole in the underside of the chest lid in each chest. And there's a sarcophagus that can't be opened.
Ooh! Fufuk instantly goes, aha! In darkness it hides. It was the demon thing. Don the mask or to be seen was the tomb. Speak no truth to the doomed child was the flaming skull. So this must be the keys turn on the inside only.
Was that bloodstains around the propeller, Phil?
Yeah.
It is.
It looks like it moves up the corridor.
It couldn't. It's too big.
I think it's what's left after it's mulched whatever's gone through it.
Yeah.
I'll start with the one on the left, Phil, and I'll turn the keys on the inside of the lids then.
It won't turn.
Yeah.
I bet you have to be inside it.
I'm not getting inside the chest. Tackling, turn yourself back into a dwarf. You'll probably fit inside one of these.
I could.
So what's the description for the one in the centre of the room?
The chest? The middle chest?
That's rust, not blood.
Oh, this smack in the centre of the room.
Oh, it's a
expression.
Sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. At the bottom of there's a stone sarcophagus resting at the bottom. A snarling, monkey-like creature decorates the sarcophagus lid.
What is it? One of them Sioux monkeys?
Yeah. Which is a
Which
representation, which represents Wongo.
Yeah.
Are these things? Oh, right, they're not showing up on them. Oh, they aren't showing. They were like invisible for some reason. I don't know why they were invisible. Should be able to actually see the chest now.
No, I can see the
there's
chest.
there's something coming through now.
Now they seem to have gone more opaque.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were fine before.
Oh, I don't know what I don't know what the point of that was then. I don't know what the point of that was. Put another like a chest. I thought it was. I'll just turn it back up again. I don't know what the point of that was. Like a chest token on top of it, but I thought it would just.
They were just opaque. It were a bit weird. Whereas they're fine when they're just on the map when the lights hit.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll try them one by one, see if any of them turn, Phil.
Nope. None of them turn.
Mm-hmm. Keys turn on the inside only.
How big are these chests?
They are 5 foot. No, it will not. It will not come out. No, it will not turn. It will not come out. The chests are 5 foot long, 3 foot wide, and 3 foot deep.
They definitely fit in there.
Could I go and ferry Fufuk and Cade through? Otherwise, it's going to be a bit disjointed, isn't it?
Let's see. I can't remember what the strength is of. If it's strong enough, sure. Let's have a look.
Cade might be possible, but I don't know about Fufuk.
You're already large.
Well, Fufuk's going to be too bulky to get down there.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's probably more of an issue. The fact that you're already almost completely filling that corridor to start with. So you say, yeah, probably
Cade
not.
wouldn't be too much of an
even
issue.
with Cade, it's
Let's be crystal clear. Cade and I could get into that room by casting one spell, but the question is, do we really want to be in that room? first of all, and secondly, do we want to lose a 4th level spell slot to do it? So
Oh,
I think
Kate's
for
got
now,
Misty Step he could use if he wanted to.
Listen, I have Misty Step, and I can reduce your size. I can make you my size. Do you want that? And we're gonna be level, so I can punch you back.
no,
Smack you back. Sorry.
I just think Tackler wants us in the room so he can have someone else climb in the chest instead. That's what I think. So
Well,
I'm
we're
staying
going
out
to
here.
I was going to suggest Tackling and Kid getting a chest each, if the first one works, obviously. Since they're the two
How
smallest.
magnanimous of you.
Well, I'm not small enough to fit inside them, whereas Tackling and Kid will be.
Hey, Kate just offered to shrink you down.
I can do anyone. You just have to say yes.
Move out the way, girl pants. And jumps in.
Ah,
Okay.
I'll move to the back. I'll move to the back wall
Okay. Right.
after I've slammed the lid down on top of him.
You have to consent. You have to consent.
You
That's
see
the
what he
saying
does.
nowadays. So,
So-
do you consent?
Of course I consent. I love this shit.
So I can, I have a spell which is called enlarge or reduce, and I can change. I mean, that's the text.
Oh, we don't need to do that with Tackling because he's big enough to fit inside it anyway. Just put the lid down on top of him and he can try and turn the
Yeah,
key
so I
and
just-
hide it.
Post it in the chat so you can read it.
Okay. So
Can I get into the giant spider?
no.
How big is
No.
the chest? It looks pretty big.
5
Five.
foot by 3
Five.
foot by 3 foot. No, you cannot get in as a giant spider.
I didn't cast it, but it didn't let me to post it anyway. Any other way, sorry.
Yep. It's there in
Okay.
chat.
So it's in the chat so you can read through if.
And even if I bunch up really, really small.
No.
Like,
No.
okay, fine.
I'd like to see how you're going to turn the key as a spider anyway.
I can decrease your size category, from medium to small. And
So I'll dispel wild shape and then realize that in actual fact, I don't know how tall I am. I'm a dwarf, so could I get in this chest?
You're not going to be taller than 5 foot.
yeah, they're around 4.
Four,
Usually.
4.5 at the most.
5 foot is like a giant-sized dwarf
Yeah, it's called
to a dwarf.
It's called medium creature. Small human.
So what are you doing?
So this, the one on the left was the obsidian one.
Yes.
That's
The black onyx, yeah.
Black onyx, not obsidian. Sorry, too much Minecraft.
mhm.
So yeah, the keys only turn on the inside, so I'll pull the lid and turn the key. We've had
Okay.
no other clues or anything from anything that I've not. I've just got a quick reread of Roller's spiel, and I can't see anything about 3 chests or any kind of metals. So we don't know about this. So I'm just going to get inside and turn the key. See what happens. See you on the other side.
Okay. Right. So Tackling climbs inside and closes the lid. Close the lid, plunging yourself into well, you can see in the dark, but yeah, you're in this very confined space, and this golden key is kind of like almost sticking in your ribs. What do you want to do? You want to turn it?
Yes, I do. Please.
Okay, right. So you turn it. There's a clanking noise, and clamps appear from out of the sides of these chests and clamps the lid shut.
Oh dear.
And Luhai, you notice spot some, or Luhai and Orbald, you spot some movement down the pit, and glancing down, a black stone button appears on the lid of the sarcophagus.
Black stone button.
Oh dear. We're going to need another person in here.
Why?
Because I think to open the sarcophagus, you need one person in each of the chests because they're
Can I
the
unlock
relevant
the chest, Bill?
button.
Sorry?
The relevant
Can I
Both
unlock
of them.
the chest? Just checking.
No.
because they're
So the chest is engaged now. Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't
the
get
key
out.
won't turn.
once a
And it-
person's in the
Fucking-
chest.
That's
Sorry,
gonna
go
be
on,
really
Kieran.
unnerving.
Yeah, once a person's in the chest and turns a key, I think the relevant button will appear on the sarcophagus. And then you can open it once all three's there by possibly pressing all three. But that means we need one person per chest if it's going to clamp them in like it's just under tackling.
It's got to be really unnerving.
Fucking terrified. Knockabout.
Preferably
can-
someone that ain't got claustrophobia as well.
Go down and press a button, Phil.
Sorry?
Go down and press a button. Oh,
Okay. So, Tackling, you just got a message. So,
Yep.
Luhai, you're going down and pressing the button, are you?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, right. You press the button. The button like presses down into the lid. Tackling. The insides of this chest suddenly, or rather the space inside this chest suddenly feels like it gets smaller, and there's like this invisible force comes crushing, begins to crush you, and you'll have to make a Constitution save as
Oh
you
dear.
feel this like invisible force crushing your body.
Can I wild shape into an ant and just crawl out?
You have to make a Constitution save first.
Oh, hello.
Oh wow! You take 75
look-
points of damage.
Don't look at the number there. Son of a bitch. I'm still alive.
Okay, right. You all hear screaming from the chest.
And crunching.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Crunching and cracking.
Right. So yeah, you're probably like screaming in agony at this point. But yeah, this intense force is gone as almost as immediately as you feel it. But yeah, you're severely fucked.
Whatever you did, don't do that again, you fucking idiots.
Does that button stay depressed?
It does.
Or is it raised back
No,
out?
it stays
Oh, for
depressed.
that.
Thank God for
did,
that. then.
did you add that +1 on from the Ring of Protection to that save?
No, I did not, I don't think.
It won't save you.
Uh-huh.
If you've got the Ring of Protection equipped, it should automatically add the +1 onto your saving throws and your armour. If it's on your character sheet.
The Ring of Protection equipped. I am attuned, and it didn't do what it was supposed to do. It's okay. I'll check it. I'll split it. Don't worry about it.
Because mine's added in on my global modifier and everything.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you can. So yeah, you hear Tackling, screaming and shouting in panic and pain.
Yeah.
Well, so we can talk to him through the.
It's
Size
yeah,
of
but
the
it's
chest.
very muffled.
Well, I'll just shout back that Tackling, so something seems to have happened to Tackling once he's in the chest and it's clamped shut.
But the previous message still applies as well, Tackling.
Yeah, sure.
But we need another person in each of the other chests. Who's wanting to go through that?
Well, we don't know what that is, but Fafook's halfway dead, so.
Well,
See if I can get the chest open, Phil.
I wasn't going to
You're
suggest you doing
You're
it.
pressing the buttons
Yeah.
then.
Well, the on it the
Oh,
chest
sorry.
the chest that Tackling's in.
Yeah.
It won't budge. There's like I said,
It's
it's sealed. These clamps have
not
sealed
going
it
to
shut.
budge until all three have been filled and keys turned and those buttons depressed. So now we've started it. We either leave him there and leave him to rot to death and run out of air and starve to death and dehydrate, or we have to put someone in each of the other chests.
It's funny you should mention air. It's getting a bit stiffly in here. I'm struggling to breathe. Lads,
Perfect.
lads.
Yeah.
So Fafuk and Cade are outside, so you're going to have to tell us what's going on. I assume you relay the message.
Oh, I have. I've just relayed the message. That's what I
So
shouted
he's
down to
shouting back and forwards down the passage. Down the
Oh,
corridor.
right. Okay, shouting. All right, well, then, Cade, would you
Yeah.
care to join me for a quick dimension door, and we'll go in and see
Yes,
if we can
please.
rescue?
I would love to.
All right. So Fafuk will dimension door the two of us.
I'm going to
into the
suggest
room.
for Fook not going in since he's the healer.
Well, I
Not into the
think we're
chest,
just gonna
I
have
meant.
to- I think we're just going to have to see what happens. Right, so dimension door. Then we poof appear next to Luzai, which I'll
Okay,
just move
so-
to 'cause-
So Fafuk disappears in front of you, Cade.
No. You can
No.
take someone with you.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know
we're
the spell.
together.
I know the spell. Fafuk disappears in
Oh.
front of you. He does not reappear in that room.
So I'm
Oh.
there and he's gone.
So you're still in the corridor where you were stood.
I shot after him. What the heck? Why did you leave me here? Am I too big or what?
And Fafuk is not there.
Okay.
Am I on the chest? You bastard. Have you just put me in one of the chests? I specifically did not aim at the chests.
No, if you're in the chest, you're too big.
Maybe.
Well, no, you can fit in if you crunch up. It's 3 foot by 5 foot.
There's a
You know,
message
it's
for you,
like almost a
Fafuk.
meter.
By 3 foot deep.
What the fuck?
Do we just hear that on the ether somewhere?
No.
Just
Okay.
float with this little whisper coming down the corridors of.
So if I cast message up and down, left and right,
There's
4
nothing.
times, no
Nothing.
response. He must be dead. Fuck. Mhm.
You might have to try Misty Step then, Cade. But just be careful of the pit with the sarcophagus, because it's a 20-foot drop if you appear over that.
Mhm.
You want to try and aim
Sounds
for next to Lu Hai.
Yeah. Let's do that. So is that possible in my estimate, Phil?
Just 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Where are we? There we go. You should be able to see where you are now, Fafuk. So Cage, you're misty stepping, are you?
Yes. Let me
And
just.
out. Yep. Okay, that takes you
Feet
30
on my-
feet, is it?
Yes, 30 feet. I'm just posting the spell 1 second.
Okay, so.
Marvellous.
Oh.
I've got a map all to myself.
Are you having fun? Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
So I cast Misty Step, please.
Yep. Okay, so you appear on the other side of this this bladed wheel.
Yeah. And I
So
move away from the bladed wheel, carefully watching my step, please. I don't
so
wanna fall
tackling,
into any-
you're struggling to breathe now.
Can I get access to the Jug of Alchemy?
I wouldn't think so in that now.
The thing's the size of a sea mine.
Possibly.
No, actually, I can't
Yeah.
remember how people.
I'll just kind of oxygen. It's like a Hail Mary.
It don't work. Don't work.
Nice try.
Okay, what's the rest of you doing?
Just said liquid oxygen.
Ah!
You freeze your face off when you die.
Do you want to get in one, Lu Hai, and I get in the other?
I'll have to. It's the only thing.
Because if it's caused tackling that much pain, I wouldn't want Cade going on because it might as well kill him. You try the rusty one, and I'll do the
It's kids
silver.
are tougher than me.
You try the rusty one, and I'll go in the fancy one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kid know what he's gonna do.
Kid, you're gonna have to get down into the pit, and when the next lot of buttons appear,
Mhm.
like a rusty iron one and a silver one, you want to then press them one after the other.
And which one first?
Rusty iron, then silver.
Okay, I do as I've been told. So
Okay.
I'm moving to the pit.
Yep. Okay. You scramble
Lots.
down. You scramble down and drop down to this pit.
Yeah, but I'm careful. I don't want to jump head on or
Yeah.
anything. Carefully, okay?
Okay. No problem.
And I press, the things.
Okay.
I've
There's
been
no other
told.
buttons yet. There's just a
No,
depressed block.
whenever they appear, whenever
Okay.
it's convenient.
Blue High, what you doing?
Get in then.
Okay. You climb inside the chest, pulling the lid shut.
Yeah.
Right. You're also tackling her.
The key.
Okay. Turn the key. Right. So you turn the key and you hear the sound of clamps fastening the lid of the chest shut, and there's a strange sensation fills the chest. This weird, kind of tingling all over your skin, and everything metal that you were carrying dissolves and turns to rust.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, I'm not going to like what's going to happen with this one that's covered with frost then.
Unless it was magical, it turns to anything metal, belt buckles, absolutely anything. Unless it's
He's gonna come
magical,
out of this with
it
his
turns to
pants
rust.
round his ankles.
So my
Just
ring's
with-
safe then.
just with his
Unless
life fronts.
anything that's magical is not affected. Anything else, no matter how small or how big, turns to rust. Spearheads, like armor, whatever. Okay, Obal, you getting in that chest?
Yeah.
Okay, right. You squeeze inside this chest, lower the lid, and turn the key, and you hear the clank of these things sealing the lid shut. Meanwhile, Cade, you see a rusty iron button magically appear in the centre of this sarcophagus.
Press it.
Okay.
In this room, everyone hears you scream.
Right, as you depress that one, a silvery looking, a silver frost covered button appears.
I press that too.
You press that too, right? Okay. Meanwhile, in the silver chest, right, you feel an intense cold and like frost and ice forms inside the chest. You can make a Constitution save for Obal.
No. Joy. Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Cool. Right, you manage to resist some of the cold, and you take 22 points of damage.
Fuck.
Right, so yeah. So Cade, you press this third button, and
Yeah.
as it clicks down to place, there's the lid pops up slightly and glides like as if levitating to the left, and then slowly drops to the floor, revealing the mummified corpse of one of these Sioux monster, these skeletal faced apes,
Mm-hmm.
and a burning fire, like baleful fire, appears in its eyes, and it sits up and starts to clamber out of the sarcophagus.
Okay, I'm running away. running. And I'm muffled screaming, but not too loud, okay? And I'm pointing backwards,
Okay.
and I'm trying to raise the attention of the others. We have some problems behind me, and I'm running away.
Okay, so from inside your chest, you can hear the muffled screams of Cade.
The chest open.
Not as yet.
I don't think we could do anything at the minute. I'll shout.
Okay, so meanwhile,
So am I on my own in this room and everyone is in the chest?
You're at the moment. You're on your own in a pit with this mummified monkey.
I'm climbing out.
Okay, yeah.
As I told you, I'm running away as far as possible.
Right.
And I'm accusing the rest of the guys. Why are you hiding? There's an enemy here. What the heck you do?
You might
What
be
the
better off taking the option of going inside one of the chests.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Right,
Not
I think
sleepy time
we'll
yet.
take this opportunity to cut to Fafouk, I think.
Brilliant. I'm having fun.
So, Fafouk, you find yourself in a room half filled with rotting corpses. Protruding from one wall is a large green devil's face, its flared nostrils set just above the putrescent mass of bodies. A sconce above the face holds a flickering torch.
Okay. I can't see very far.
No.
I've still got the light going. Does that give me 30 foot?
So yes, that gives you a torch, essentially a torchlight, doesn't it? Let's give you let's give you the light.
Oh yeah, you've got that disco ball, haven't you?
Yeah. I don't want to call it beholder light. I think disco balls.
Why is that not working?
It's a beholder lampshade.
Let's try again.
Yeah.
Chin
So
on.
just to recap, you guys. So all three of you in chests, and Cade's running away from undead.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what's happening.
weird,
Yeah,
don't
all
know.
good. Yeah, all good. They are safe. Don't worry about them.
They're not.
Oh, I'm no.
Oh, there we
I
go,
know,
that's
I know
fine.
they are not. I'm joking. I know.
Sorry, your token were invisible.
Oh,
No, my character is not talking. As a player, I was joking.
so. Oh, this just fills me with more joy.
Sorry, I didn't realise your token was still hidden.
Well, poop. It's nothing's moving, right? You can tell me that much.
No, not at the minute.
Any exits that I can see?
No.
With that glowing green face.
So, let's see. So this green devil face, this 8 foot tall devil face, protrudes from the north wall. But yeah, its mouth is open, but it's got this like its tongue sticking out, but its mouth it's not. There's no opening with its mouth. It's just part of the carving, so it's got an open mouth. Tongue sticking out.
Okay.
Typical.
So it's almost.
But they are. You can when you turn on your light, your disco ball light. You can see that there's where the nostrils are 2 hollow cavities.
Well, we've had to crawl through. To one skull, right, where the mouth was open.
Yeah.
And we had to sort out what was on the side before we could get out. We cast the spell. I cast a spell magic on the darkness inside another skull right at the entrance, and then the creature was hidden behind it. And then Luzai beat the living what's it out of it, so it flew off. And here we've got can I investigate this green skull and just see if it's got like a mechanism, like in the nostril? Because you mentioned the nostrils. Are there any holes into the skull? So is there like handles in there?
Okay, so reaching inside, you can in each nostril there's a lever.
In both nostrils.
Yeah, in each nostril there's a single lever.
Can I reach into both?
One for phlegm.
You can.
Oh, please don't. Oh God, sweet Jesus.
So something that you hear something behind you, and glancing, looking quickly over your shoulder, you see a pile of rotting corpses suddenly like sort of slip and slide to one side, and you see something moving beneath them.
Oh, sweet Jesus, I reach into the nostrils with my skeletal hand. And my other hand, why not? And I yank on the levers to try and work.
Okay,
and see
right. You
which
try
way
and
they-
try and pull them both at once, or
Yeah, I'd reach in. I'm going to
okay.
assume
The
it's
one
going to make you
move.
look as. Okay, I'll try one then.
Which one?
Obviously, let go of one, try the other one. I'll try my skeletal hand first on the right.
Okay. Right. So something starts rising up out of the from underneath the like mass of corpses. This huge. You just see this huge like mouth rimmed with like row upon row of teeth, and this
Oh, at
bulk
least
of
it's
this
not
body.
two bows.
As you pull the lever, and there's a blinding flash. So, Cade, what are you doing?
Oh, sweet Jesus, I'm going for a brew.
Yeah, I just check my spell
So,
list and
Yeah,
I
you want to
have
make a
nothing.
climb roll, don't you? Give us an athletics check.
Yeah. Athletics. Fucking hell, my minus strength. All right, yeah, sure. 1 sec. Athletics. Where is athletics?
Is that what you want to do? You got one. I'll give you one free action, so you can try and climb up, or if you got some other means of getting out, it's up to you.
I don't want to waste a spell for this. So
It's
how
20
come
foot
this-
deep. This peat.
Oh, I'm not gonna make that 20 foot. Ah, shit. Fuck.
Punch him in the
so-
teeth.
What?
Punch him in the teeth.
No, that's not gonna work. You know, I'm tiny. Athletics.
Drop
Bollocks.
a fireball nuke at your feet.
No, because it's made from fire. My spells are useless against this thing. You know, I don't have any spells for this. Shit. Okay, you know, is there any other button to push in this pit?
No. So this thing is slowly clambering out of the sarcophagus. Like I say, you can have one action. you can have-
Okay. And it can fly, isn't it?
Sorry?
No? Can it fly?
No, it's a monkey. It's a
Oh,
mummified
it's a
monkey.
Okay. I cast Misty Step and I'm out from the pit, you know. So I
Okay.
jump to the edge and, you know, I shout to the guys, "What do you want me to do? I'm lost." And there's this stupid burning monkey down there.
Kill it.
Yeah, but with what?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. We're stuck in a chest.
Listen, my spells, I don't have spells. It's an undead creature, so, you know, seriously.
Well, if it's a mummy, surely it'd be able to set it on fire.
Okay, I cast Firebolt on it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so we're going to have to go to initiative.
Okay.
Right, just one moment. Right, so let's put you both into combat then.
And sorry, just one more thing. Is this clearly an undead creature to me?
Well, it's for you to decide. It's like it looks like a rotted, desiccated corpse that's wrapped up in bandages.
So it's an undead creature.
Well, if you that's your call.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a wizard. I've seen undead before, so I'm just asking. In my opinion, in Kate's opinion, is this an undead creature?
That's the description I'm giving you. So, in your opinion, is it undead?
Yes.
Yes. Okay then.
Okay, so you want me to do a
Initially.
So you got that settled.
Oh, it says mummy. Oh, brilliant.
That's
So-
what it is, a mummified monkey.
Okay,
Okay, so
can I
Cade, you're
cast a
first.
spell?
Yes, you're
I'm
begin
casting
combat.
firebolt.
Firebolt.
Yeah, not ball, firebolt.
Okay. Go ahead.
Monster mummy.
Attack. Normal. That's
Nice one.
25 feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a hit. Yeah.
Okay, normal. 10 points of fire damage, please.
Okay, right. Right, the firebolt hits it, singeing and burning away some of its bandages. Right, as this mummified monkey drags itself out of the sarcophagus, it drags with it this wickedly spiked mace.
Mm-hmm.
That it drags, it like grasps in its hand and drags it out of the sarcophagus with it. And then it proceeds to try and climb up out of the pit. Let's see. Okay, right. It fails to do so. So it's the end of that round. So there's a click comes from the 3 chests as the clamps unlock.
Nice
About
one.
time.
Let's put
Push
you
open
on
the
the
lid.
chest.
Showtime.
Let's add you into the combat.
I was scared for a moment.
No, reset
Not
initiatives.
anymore.
Go ahead.
Not anymore.
So you have to use half your movement, of course, to get out of the chest.
Uh-huh. Fucking hell. Half of my movement.
That's so stupid.
That's like nearly 30 feet just to get out of the chest.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Rules as
And it
written.
would cost,
Rules as written.
that would cost Cade like 12 feet.
I know. Well,
Yeah, it's
Don't-
stupid.
don't ask me.
That's
It's not
ridiculous.
giving me a dice option to roll.
I can see it.
They gave me one. They give you one, Dan.
Wait a minute, it's invisible.
Just
Are we
try.
on-
Hey, Phil.
Sorry, I've just
Hey,
come back.
Phil, could you put me on the other screen so I can see what's happening?
Okay.
Hey, you could go.
I mean, I
on
assume I'm not there. I assume I'm in, like in the soulmonger right now, getting eaten or whatever.
Twitch.
Have the chest popped
Who
open?
knew?
Sorry.
Yes.
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 Yep.
Right. So you probably can't see anyway, though, can you? If you've got no token there at the minute. I shall put
Oh,
you.
yeah, I can see where I am.
You can always watch on Twitch.
No, I can see where I am. Is that where I ended back up, Phil?
Possibly.
After blinding light.
Possibly.
Okay. I fire up the chandelier, the glitter ball, and I carefully make my way back to where I started
Okay.
from.
So yeah, this combat's going
I'll
to be.
do that in my own time.
Yeah, because this combat's going to be like quicker than whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. So it's low high to act first.
I'll get out and over there.
Okay. So like I say, it uses half your movement to get out of the chest.
Well, my movement's 45.
Yeah. I know you'll have plenty of movement. Pardon me.
Sorry, say again.
I was just saying
I'm
to
just
Lee.
once around.
Drop down and
Oh,
attack
sorry.
it.
Sorry, carry on.
You got a flying knee to the head.
Great balls of fire.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
casting.
going to use Ray
Why
Blow.
don't you teabag him from 20 feet up?
Yeah,
You
but
what, sorry?
It's not my turn yet, is it?
No.
Okay, so
I'm going to use Flurry of Blows.
You're going to use flurry of blows, but you're dropping down to chair. Oh, yeah, you've done. Yeah. Okay.
Just say fall down, can I?
Yep. Yeah, you can drop
Attack.
down. Yeah. Okay. Go on then.
Should leave foot stomp right on its head. What's the other one? Where is that flying multiple? Oh, that's Lucan.
Oh dear. Is that a hit?
Okay, it is. It is a hit.
Fucking hell.
Nice. It's maximum damage.
Sorry.
It's maximum damage.
Oh, 11 points of
11
bludgeoning
points.
damage.
Gonna make that a stunning strike, Phil.
Okay. Let's just check in here. Okay, right. So your blow is not as perhaps as effective as you would like.
What?
Resistance.
And you're making that a stunning strike, did you say?
Yes, I am.
Very well. Which is it? That's the difficulty class again.
16.
Sorry?
16.
16. Okay, it is stunned.
Facts. Surprised that worked.
It worked and all.
I was expecting it
attack
to
again.
laugh that off, I think.
So let's go to town.
Okay. Okay, right, you strike it again.
Ooh.
Ooh. And just a glancing
So-
blow.
Points of damage.
But it appears battered anyway. So like chunks coming off it. You in again?
So I didn't press me advantage.
Just roll another one. So that would have been 26, but no natural.
Yeah, so, yeah, still yeah. So it's a hit. You strike it again.
Oh god, low again. Points of damage. I'll knock it prone, Phil.
Okay. What's is it strength for that? Or is it dex?
It's a strength check, I think.
Yeah.
But it's stunned, so I think it fails, doesn't it?
It automatically fails.
Or is it strength and dex? I thought that was just
Yeah.
dex.
No, I'm sure it's strength and dex.
I could be wrong, yeah, it might be. Yeah. Oops.
Just double check.
Condition stunned. Yeah, strength and dex. Yeah, it is strength and dex. Okay, right. Yeah, so it falls prone. So it's not actually. So it's not actually in there. It's sort of there. So it got out of the.
Another attack then.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Strike it again.
Better this time. 9 points of damage.
Okay. Right. You knock more chunks off its decaying body. And
So my turn done.
yep. So next it's Cade.
I'm casting firebolt against, this
Okay.
monkey.
Go ahead.
Be advantage as well.
Why?
But
It's
it's not
stunned.
moving, it's stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's stunned and it's prone.
Sorry. I pressed it wrong. Sorry, one second.
It's okay.
So
Well,
I pressed again.
Prone and normally put him at disadvantage,
I-
but because he's above it, I'm assuming it gives him still advantage.
So whichever is the higher. Okay. No, hang on. Attack. Advantage.
There you go.
Come on.
Okay. Right. You hurl a firebolt at it, striking it.
I roll damage. Normal damage, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
For 10
10.
points of fire damage. Okay, right. It takes full extent of that damage. I've seen. Let me just double check. Oh, the wrong button. Oh no, it's vulnerable. So, what was your previous damage? Sorry, it's vulnerable
That's
to fire.
also 10.
So yeah, so let's see. So that's 10, 20. Okay, right. You strike it with fireball, and it like thrashes around, going up and just sort of like consumed in flames, and just like bones and bits of decayed body collapse to the floor.
So with the theatrical movement, I bow to the rest of the way. See, Kid is a big wizard.
And you were
Help
worried that it was
yourself
going to be. Yeah, you were worried that it wasn't going to be susceptible to your fire damage.
Yeah, because it's a fire-based creature, and I have 2 attack cantrips. One is useless against undead. The other one is useless against things which are using fire. So fucked.
Well, while these are all bickering between themselves, I'll pull my Senatic chest and be like,
So yeah, this
Uh,
mace. This mace
y-
clatter, the mace that we're holding it, grasping its paws, clatters to the floor. So it's this like black metal mace. The head of it is like forged to four faces, each like a skull pointing out from each quadrant to the head of the mace, and the tips like horns forming like a central, coming together to form a central spike.
question.
And the eyes of the skulls like burn with a like a dim fiery light.
I like to poke this mace with
Okay.
my mage hand.
Okay.
Would that work?
Yeah.
So is
I've
it,
lost all my money, Phil.
Yep, you've lost all your money. Anything metal that was not magic, regardless what it is, whether it be your belt buckle holding your trousers up, or a suit of full plate armor.
Even noble,
Well, it doesn't matter.
even
You're supposed to
non,
live frugally anyway as a monk.
isn't like gold, like it's a non.
It says,
metal,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it doesn't
it would be
rust.
normally, but yeah, any metal it says,
Wow.
regardless.
86 black, goodbye.
Nasty.
Yeah, any metal
Oh.
objects, any
so
kind of.
even the a gold filling in your teeth is
Yeah,
gone.
but on the
Metal
upside, that's
piercing.
your chastity belt gone.
Yeah.
City belt.
Prince Albert, all gone.
Shit.
No, that'd be
Kid is
Prince
moving
Albert-
away. Kid is
Prince
moving
Albert just
away.
immediately turn into rust in place. That'd be extremely painful. Imagine the infection that would save.
Okay.
Wow. So Luai's like jumped out of the chest, trousers fallen down his ankles, jumped down into the pit, and then tried beating this thing up with his trousers around his ankles, wearing just his white nappy.
I'm skint.
Oh dear.
Fafook's making his way back towards you, slowly, at
Okay.
his usual pace. I guess back at the start of the tunneling, and he'd just make out you guys and go, "Hey guys, what happened?"
What happened?
Where'd you disappear to? I thought you were coming through with Cade.
I cast Dimension Door, and I got dumped in some fucking chamber with one of those green stone skulls on a wall. And the chamber was half filled with rotting corpses. There was very obvious kind of levers up the statue's nostrils, and I'm just like mulling things over, and some great big toothed worm monstrosity started like writhing its way towards me, and I was like, screw this. Reached in, and the right handle seemed to do something, and next thing I knew, I was back at the entrance in front of the horn statue, which had the demon in it.
I wonder if this room relates to that line on the second rhyme, "The dead abhor sunlight." Or does that one you were in relate to that?
I don't know. I did not stick around to experiment. I just yanked on levers until there was this blinding flash, and I just got moved.
Because the other one was
So,
the ring is a path to another tomb.
Where is that text? Is it in the handouts?
No, I wrote it down. It might be in the handouts. I think Phil put it in, didn't you?
think it
Well, the
is.
second warning.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I thought it was. It was the first
I
one
think
in
it
handout.
is, but nobody else has seen it, so I'd only made it available to you, I believe.
Okay.
Let me just have a look.
Oh, although no, I can't see it either.
No, it's not in there.
No.
I thought you put
So,
it
I
in
mean,
there. It's not.
So I assume people fill me in on what happened in the chamber.
Tarek's first warning.
It's the second one that I'm on about.
I would
I'll-
assume so.
Yeah, we can't see it.
I'll put it in the chat so you
Beacons.
can see.
The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned. into darkness descend. Full stop after each line.
I'm wondering if the first set were these 3 tombs, and the only way out now is to go down deeper into that big room further back. So maybe these warnings are to do with another set of tombs, and maybe there are 3 levels, each with 3 tombs. Nine.
Yeah, but we've come across that ring is a path to another tomb, I think, already. But someone refused the ring, didn't they? That Cade had that ring.
Well, no, but we don't know if that's an actual pathway, or if it's just like that staff, or maybe, I mean, obviously I can see. Well, I'm told there's a mace because I'm not in the room. I assume that mace is another one of these things. You touch it and then
but
something
we have already come across the ring is a path to another tomb. But Kay didn't want to accept that, whatever that ring said to him, did he?
Yeah.
So,
you can have it. Why don't you have it?
So I don't know
I'm
how
sure
it
if you
leads
touch
to
it.
another tomb.
Put down
I'm
that
just-
pit when
I just
play.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if that dead Habor sunlight relates to the room that you've just been in, or this one though, because it seems more relevant to the one you've just been in. But then,
No, I think the line about the keys to only turn on the inside is relevant to this room.
oh
You have
yeah,
to shut
sorry,
the
yeah,
door
yeah.
to turn the keys.
So dead
So I
Habor
think
sunlight
this
would
is-
be relevant to yours.
Didn't you have to
I
drop
don't know,
down a level?
I think this is next level stuff, guys. I think this is the next level down.
I think you're right.
It is on that second warning. Is on the balcony, the level below.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
level below?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, I did that.
You went down. You went down to go see it. Remember?
Yeah. So we've
Right,
had all that first warning then is we've had related to all this then, so that's fine. So the
Oh,
mace,
If you
What have
guys
we
want to come back out. Sorry.
we got out of this. Just a mace.
yeah,
There's a
unless
mace
there's
in the-
anything else in the sarcophagus.
There's nothing other than like scraps of bandages and dust, corpse dust.
Yeah,
And there's
Has
this, like I
anybody
said,
put-
this mace laying on the floor. So Cade's pushed it, nudged it around with his mage hand, but
just be a moment.
So
Didn't
can
know
I,
avail.
can I get it out from the pit, please, with my
yeah,
mage hand?
yeah, kush can.
Okay, so I bring it up.
Well, once I touched that snake staff, I was spoken to by some kind of otherworldly presence. So I'm guessing this is going to be the same thing.
So basically,
You're warned.
I like to bring it up to the ground and lay it down and point
Okay.
out the others. What do you want to do with this?
I just leave it here.
You think it is cursed?
Oh, almost certainly.
You don't
I
want to
don't even
try?
want to touch it to find out. No, there's no reason.
Are you
to try.
sure? Are you sure? Don't be
Why
shy.
the fuck would I get cursed? I've been cursed enough. Why would I get cursed again?
It's part of life.
No, make one of the monks touch it. They can touch it.
Hmm.
You mean make?
Come on, Lee. Yeah,
I
you touch it.
think
I'm not
somebody
touching
should
it.
touch it.
I don't think so. You're cursed. You'll say anything. Who knows who's
Oh.
really talking?
Oh, literally will not say anything.
You shoved a snake up your ass. You will say anything.
We don't kink shame in this group, mate. Come on.
I'm not shaming you. I'm just stating a fact. You shoved a snake up your ass. Can't trust a word you say. No.
So
No,
what is tackling doing with so doing with that information he has, by the way, yeah. It's up to you
Well,
what
I
you
don't
do
know-
with it.
I don't know if I know it. You've
Yeah,
told me
you
that
know
you
it, yeah.
So
You know-
I
you know
I
everything.
you told me.
You know everything that I've told you, yeah.
Right, so I can relay this information
Yeah,
to everybody
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
So I am now only allowed to speak the truth. I'm not allowed to lie. I've been imbued with the power of one of the Moan gods.
Yeah, but that's what one of the lying trickster gods
Moa.
would say. They're lying trickster gods. First thing they'll say is, I can't lie. Believe
is
everything I
truthful
say.
and kind. While inhabited by Moa, you gain the following flaw, which overrides any opposing flaw. I must always speak the truth. The power it gives me is, while inhabited by Moa, you can use an action to turn invisible. So, truthfully, I think you're going to gain a flaw, a shitty flaw, but you're also going to gain a power as well. I'm not lying to you. I'm not allowed to lie anymore.
Well, you
Okay.
say you're not allowed.
So hang on. So you said this all in loud, yeah?
Yes?
Okay, I turn to you. Do you love me?
No?
Do you like me?
No?
Okay, well, he's telling the truth.
Would you shove a snake up your ass?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can I do an insight check on his face when he's doing this?
It would be. Is it insight? It's it isn't.
Yeah, I just want to see he's telling the truth. He
Yeah,
believes what
yeah,
he's saying.
yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
establish, please.
yeah.
1 sec.
I'm like 30 foot away yelling down a passageway. So,
Yes.
Side.
Has anyone tried picking up that mace yet?
No.
No, mate, you should definitely grab it.
No, you should do it.
He
just what
is
we're saying. You should
definitely
do it.
telling the truth.
Okay, so I think he's telling the truth, guys, in my opinion.
I'm going to try and pick up that mace then, Phil.
Okay, right. You pick up the mace. As
Couldn't
you
stand
do, red smoke seethes from out of the eye sockets of the skulls on the head of the mace, forming the outline of a monkey with a long tail. With a roar, the smoky apparition leaps at you, screaming, "Let me in!"
Oh, I'm glad I'm outside the room.
Go on. I'll let you.
Okay, right. You
Go on,
could
then.
you could resist, but
Go
you
on,
decide
then.
you decide to you decide to not to put up resistance.
Accept his monkey magic.
And
Accept
yeah,
his monkey magic.
so it like this smoky apparition like impacts into you and just like is absorbed into your body.
Through his long tail. Sorry, am I undermining the seriousness of the situation?
Let's
Probably.
see.
Tommy's flaw is that he has to ear Boar's clothing because all monkeys are naked.
Okay, so you feel this spirit inside you, and you feel you feel
Inside.
a red. You fight against a red mist that descends on you. You feel yourself almost overcome by violent and deranged urges.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm glad I'm not in the room.
Disney's turning red. Is he going to take on Red Panda?
Hey, all I'm saying is this monkey hasn't been laid in like 200 years. You guys are in some serious danger.
I'm more interested in the Disney money that's about to drop.
There you go. That's your thing. Bold. It's a bit hard to. Let me send that again, actually, because that's a bit jumbled.
So he gets
More
one
text.
benefit and one kink. Is that how it works?
That's how it worked with me.
Oh, right.
Oops.
You don't have to keep it. You can drop it though, can't you?
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty much done for.
Hey, what happens if you grab two of them at the same time? Like two that hate each other.
Ooh.
They're like, yeah, like. We should try that.
Spirits. We should definitely try that. Who's my conflict in spirit?
Yeah.
So I think at this point you can, since don't think it's really occurred to anybody, but I think at this point you can I'll let you make an idea. You can all make an idea roll.
Investigation.
roll?
No, an idea roll. Oh God, yeah. Sorry, I'm in Cthulhu. An intelligence roll.
But Intelligence.
Yeah, investigation if you like. Yeah.
Investigation. It's no difference to me. It's all shit.
Mine's same, yeah.
Hey, 16! Whoop, whoop. 17. Hey, I got a +1 from somewhere.
Investigation.
Good. Where did you get a +2 from?
Me?
You got +2 intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, you got old. Doesn't that make you smarter?
No, that makes you wiser.
Oh shit. Okay.
Just one
Sorry.
from Cade.
Investigation is intelligence, so not wisdom.
Yeah, no.
So you want me to
I'm
roll
not-
investigation?
Yeah.
I've always
yeah.
had +2 for.
Yeah, I suppose.
okay.
Investigation.
Click on
Yeah, why not?
attributes. Click on attributes, and then you just browse down.
Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm there. I'm just
There we go.
usually different what I use.
Boom!
Oh.
Okay,
wow.
right. So it's maybe you maybe have to explain this to Tackling. Not the brightest dwarf in the bag. But yeah, it occurs to you there's 9 of these trickster gods,
Yeah.
and it occurs to you that these trickster gods, they represent the 9 alignments.
Oh shit.
Okay.
How you say?
From that legend stuff that I were reading, I was hoping it was going to be something sneaky that I'd get from this.
A monkey
Maybe.
wielding a mace.
Yeah, but when you read the legend, it's he broke into a palace and stole a pail of water, so I was hoping it was going to be something sneaky like that I could use. I didn't
So
realise it was going to be violent.
Fair dues. Fair dues.
so like Unk, the most obvious one being Unk at the centre of it all, was not opposed to anybody, was represent neutrality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the snail?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flail
So
snail.
so I will tell you you two. I will tell you what god your alignment alignment, or rather what alignment your god or spirit, possessing spirit represents. Let me see. Where are we? Bold, yours is.
Assuming something chaotic.
And Tackling
Assuming something
yours
evil.
is.
I think mine's going to be lawful something.
No, mine is chaotic.
Yeah.
Also.
Yours might even be lawful good.
Paladin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes. So you all. So who picked up the mace again?
Me.
So you also instantly gain all knowledge of this mace, and you are
Right,
instantly attuned to it.
Oh, that's good.
Are you just going to drop it into me?
I shall drop it onto your character sheet. Yeah.
Well, I mean, guys.
It's going to be a bit pointless because I can't use it.
It's a simple weapon.
Is it?
No, but you gain all the knowledge of it. I assume you gain the ability to use it, unless it's a rod.
Well, anybody
it's
can
like
use
you
anybody can use any
invoke it.
weapon.
No,
Knowledge
you
of it,
can't.
you get proficiency in it.
You
surely.
can. It's just you might not be proficient in it.
Even if it teaches you how to use it.
That's what I mean.
knowledge.
I'm not going to be proficient in it. Is it a simple weapon, do you say, Lee?
I think
A mace,
I didn't
yes.
know that.
Mace is simple. No, mace is simple because clerics can use it, and unless they're a war cleric, they can only use simple weapons.
A mace is a
I
simple
just don't
weapon.
bother
Yeah.
to carry one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
I
simple
don't
weapon.
bother to carry one. It's just
But yeah,
heavy
there's
and
unless
why bother?
unless it specifically states in your class description that you can't use something. If you're not just being not proficient in a type of weapon or a type of armor, doesn't mean that you can't use it. It just means you don't.
It's not got the heavy property, has it?
No, it shouldn't do.
No.
I don't know.
No, it doesn't. I don't think,
Simple mix. I'm looking at.
It weighs
No,
4
it doesn't, no.
pounds.
it does not.
Yeah, it's like it's a very simple.
It
Weapon.
should be in the description. I've just dropped onto you. It should be in the description for it anyway. That's dropped on your character sheet.
Because you can possibly turn it into a dedicated weapon anyway using the new.
It makes it a simple weapon.
Okay, so neither of you can willingly give up these items either.
Well, poop. Right, so while that's all sinking in, I assume I have to heal up Tacklin and
Well,
myself.
we were looking for somewhere for a long rest.
Yeah, we were.
2 weeks we've been at this now.
No, we did long rest.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, back in the cave. Yeah, we did. Sorry.
Well, this is 30 minutes after we started the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is only like 30 minutes in, boys. We haven't even had second breakfast and we're already screwed.
I thought you were going to say we hadn't even had sex yet. Yeah, trapped down there.
You know, I like my tiny head, but this is not that kind of head, okay?
I'll turn that into my dedicated weapon then, Phil.
Okay.
What's a dedicated weapon? Is it a monk thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Fafook's gonna have to heal up Tacklin and then we crack on unless we want to like hunker down for another 24 hours or carry on with Tacklin at the rear or whatever. But in this tomb, who knows what will happen. Have you just wasted a spell slot on healing word?
I don't use spell slots. Don't worry about me. It's fine. I'm just trying to help.
Right. Well, I mean, if you guys come out, I have memorized for some reason, thinking I'd help you lot. Beacon of Hope. So with Beacon of Hope, spell this bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range. For the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains a maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. So my plan was, if we got a bit battered, was to cast this and then cast cure spells. And then basically give everyone max. So it would cost 2 or 3 slots, but we'd probably rapidly get back into the fray if we wanted to.
Good idea. For myself, I could use up all my spell slots basically.
Yeah, sure.
Just to heal myself, rather than wasting yours.
Okay.
So that would be 3 and 4, 7, 3, 4. If I do that twice more.
I mean, if I cast this and then you cast your heal spells, you basically max healing every single time.
Yeah.
But you'd have to be within range. It's a range thing.
Well, I'm sure we're all going to meet up, aren't we?
Yeah. But you need to be within 30 feet of me for this to work. So how do you guys get back across this trapdoor? This trapped floor, rather.
So I've added a background thing to Obol's character sheet, so it's got the information of that spirit in.
Um,
You hear that, Keys?
yeah, I'm just trying to see where it is.
It's on your features background right at the top.
Oh, right, yeah, I've put it on a sticky note, so I've got it as well.
Yeah.
That little creature, that little fuzzball that we ganked first, gave us the little ring. What god was that associated with?
Zorbo.
The like little bear thing.
A wise Zorbo.
Yeah.
Cook a stew sounds like a good aligned creature. I mean, Cade, you're a good little creature. Kind of look like a little bit of a wombat. Why don't you touch the ring and see if it gives you some benefits? Just fun.
Are you with us, this van?
Sound like a seance. Istvan, are you there? Can
Nope.
you hear us?
Near the door.
Knock 3 times, Istvan, if you can hear us.
This van.
Istvan.
Is that returning? This van?
Yeah, sorry, I've stepped away for a sec. Can you repeat, please?
I was being very witty, and saying that the little fuzzy creature that we killed off first gave a golden ring, and that creature is aligned with what looks like a good chaotic trickster god. So since you're a small fuzzy creature and we killed the small fuzzy creature, do you want to touch that ring because it's a good aligned one?
And are you sure of this?
Yeah, of course we are. Fingers crossed.
I like to do an inside check, you know. Sorry. Let's throw. Inside check. I mean, if I believe what you are saying, I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, the Legend of the Nine was.
I can roll yourself along, can't you?
What did I roll?
You rolled one, and it automatically re-rolled, and you got 24. So yes, it's telling
brilliant. It's good to be a halfling.
Look at that, the carrot sheet did it for you. Worked it all out and did it for you. At least Fafouk believes he's telling the truth.
Yeah, well, it's all in the legend. Zorbo was a good creature that was going to cook a stew, and it is enemies with the Almiraj. But other than that, it was a good creature that was.
Okay. You convince me. I look at the rest of the guys. I mean, this might be the last thing I do in my life, and I touch the ring.
Okay, who touched it the first time?
Cade.
Nobody. Oh,
Yes,
Cade.
Cade did. Nothing
he just
happens.
fought it off, yeah.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
No, because you've already refused it.
Oh shit!
We'll give it to Lazai then.
No,
Want it?
No. Hang on. No. I don't know this. I'm gonna give it to Fufu. Look, it doesn't work.
No,
this is worthless.
I'm
Shit.
30 foot. No, I'm 30 foot away, buddy. You can't give it to me.
Once I see you, it was your idea.
No, give it to Lazai. Let him try it.
Do we know what we know about the items, Phil? Everything that has been written verbatim.
What do you mean?
As in, one of the items that I've got says that I need. It's a certain. I think I get what you're getting at, but I don't want to blurt it out in case it's supposed to be hidden knowledge.
Well, send me a whisper or something if you're not sure what it is you wanted to say.
I'll send you a whisper anyway, Phil.
Oh, have you? All right. Okay. Right. So yeah. So Orbol leaves, goes joins Fafouk down there.
I didn't know we were moving.
I
You
think,
weren't, I did.
I think Orbol just got bored.
Mm-hmm.
So Obol goes poof poof and appears next to me. Oh shit!
I do in a rotor and I start wall running and then shadow step.
Oh right, okay. So I can see you coming. I should point out you can't land next to me because I've got the torch up, even though the light's not around me.
No, that's true.
You could probably go past me.
Oh, I could
Probably
just go past the propeller and just carry on wall running.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely.
There's I think I know what you're getting at, Tackling, but there's no way of knowing something like that. But yeah, so that wouldn't be
keep me
something.
shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could speculate. If you're speculating about something, we could have a conversation. If you have a suspicion,
It's knowledge that I've obtained via reading the text on the item, if that makes sense. It's not something.
no, it does. Okay. I mean, let's be
A
clear.
mechanical
I'm quite happy
thing
for you
rather
to
than
roleplay.
a mechanical thing rather than a.
Yeah,
Law
it's
thing.
fine. I'm quite happy for people to roleplay.
But yeah,
I think
that's
they would do.
pretty much, yeah. It didn't really. It's irrelevant, really.
Someone else could try the ring. I suppose we could go that far, couldn't we?
Yeah, of course. I mean, sorry, I thought that was an obvious thing in that once you reject its overtures, then you're like, yeah, well, screw you too then, and goes off in a huff. Right, well, you guys going to come back?
Yep.
I'm already here.
Yep. So you're repeating the process of getting back. Can you still misty step back, Cade?
Yes, because I have used 2 spell slots and I still have a third one.
Right. So I'll just pop you back over there, and I presume Tacklin's just going to shape change, is he?
I've got 1 left, yeah, before a short rest. I need a short rest now, please.
After you've done this.
Yeah, I've got 1 left.
Right. Okay. Let's just move everybody back over there then, and Lou's Eye's going to wall run down there again.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you're all back on. So you're all back out on the balcony, basically. Deduct any spell slots or uses of things that you might need to.
Yeah, I could do with a short rest.
Well, if you guys gather around, I can cast this beacon of hope. And then I'm going to cast some cure spells. Right.
I don't need
It's a
anything.
level.
There's only tackling that's ranged. Well, this and all, yeah.
I got it as well, but I'm not as severely as tackling.
Nope, just a sec.
Right, so maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, this is what I was going to ask Phil before he exited stage left, because it only lasts a minute.
Yeah, so it won't be from hit dice.
Yeah.
But if you used a greater healing potion,
I have done.
yeah, I mean when he cast that and then used it.
I was under the assumption that he had. That's why I've used it when I did.
Ah, right. Okay.
Well, no, yeah, you had to be within 30 feet.
I appreciate that. I wouldn't have done it without knowing that information.
Yeah. So once Fafuk does that, he's going to cast a couple of cure wounds on himself because I'm screwed. Who else needs some healing?
Me, please.
I think it's just me and tackling.
Okay, I'll cast on Tacklin. Who's more damaged? Tacklin, I assume.
We're looking both about the same sort of damaged, I think.
Okay, so that'll be 12.
Buy money.
I'm just putting in 12 for Tacklin and 12 for Obold. I'm just getting rid of the slots, otherwise it'll look weird. Oh, come on, you cure wounds.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go balls to the wall for me because I was hoping for a short rest so I can get some wild shape back.
And I'll be fine with that, to be honest.
All right.
I'll use
You
it
also
that.
get 12.
I'm fine with that.
Obold. Okay, yep. So Tackling gets 12, Obold gets 12, and then Fafuk will sort himself out with a level 2, which will give him 16 plus 4, which will give me 20. So it'll take me to 56. Cool. Okay. Right, and then if we can have a short rest or use some. Oh, I need to use the spell slot up.
So where you resting?
We just short rest in this corridor with this disconcerting skull.
Yeah.
How do you do arcane recovery on this character sheet? Anyone knows, please?
You hit short
recovery.
rest. I would have thought. Oh, if you hit short rest, I thought it would automatically do it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers, thank you.
Right, we're going to have a short rest.
Please.
Okay,
We're
cool.
all going down there, right? I'll shift and drag everybody down there.
Take a rest. Short rest.
We're going to guess Beacon of Hope isn't going to cover short rests because they only last a minute. Way. Right. Folks, top.
E2.
Okay, so it didn't do it automatically, so I do it myself.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Because
Okay.
basically, you know the level 2 spells.
Why has it not used the dice? That's odd.
I can
You've
gain
got
back
to
scroll.
hit the roll.
Yeah.
You've got to click
Yeah,
on
I
the
did.
roll.
I did. And it rolled and gave me a figure. And then didn't do anything.
Well, I
How
think
do
you
we
can
hit
assume
dice
you get
down?
topped up to full again.
I'll move one of my dice down.
Okay. So it's you get your judge. It's a little after 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tackling's
well,
already been almost crushed to death. So,
Yeah,
so just a heads up, if that had reduced you to 0 hit points, it would have like destroyed your corpse. There would be no bringing you back from it.
Oof.
well, there's no bringing back anyway, is there?
So literally, I was the only
Well-
person that could probably have survived that.
Yeah, probably.
I was reduced to 10 hit points, and I've got 96 max.
But I mean, there wouldn't have been
I could have
any
survived that.
there wouldn't have been any death saving throws or anything like that. Any chance
Yeah,
of recovery, it would just
I
be
could have survived
Straight
it.
gone.
dead.
I could have survived it literally on 1 hit point just because of the half orc feature.
It
Could.
it
I'd have been
destroys it would have destroyed the body. There would have been nothing left.
Yeah,
There wouldn't have been any
well,
chance for like bringing you back from death's door.
Yeah, there isn't. It's not a chance. It's just every time I'm reduced to 0. Sorry.
Come back with 1.
Where is it? Relentless endurance. Oh no, I would have been killed outright.
Yeah.
It says when you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright.
Yeah.
You can. What's killed outright? Is that when it goes like your hit points into the minus? You're killed outright.
Yeah, but that would have that or just the result of if it reduced the part of the thing was if it reduced you to 0 hit points, if the damage takes you down to 0 hit points, you just that's it, gone.
Oh, right, because this says but not killed outright. You've
Yeah.
dropped 1 hit point instead.
This, like I said, there's not a case of there's nothing. You're just not even there. You're gone, destroyed.
Oh, right. Just mulched like in a car crusher.
Yeah, just gone, completely gone.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thought that were going to be first
Right.
character loss.
Well, that was. Well, let's not dwell. So, looking down over the balcony edge while we're taking the short rest, how far down to the next level?
It's about 25 feet below. I think. Let me just double check on that, but I believe that's the case. Yeah, 25 feet.
Can I go up there, Phil,
But where?
and then just up here,
Oh,
and
sorry,
then just
I've got.
drop off the edge down to the landing on the stairs,
yeah,
the
of
bottom of the
course you can,
stairs.
You can. It's 25 feet.
Well, I can use that slow fall down there, though, can't I?
You can.
I'll
If you
just
want to do that, you can. Yeah.
It's just
You
a
wanna
short way
save
around
you
instead
the-
of going all the way
Save you
around the
the
edge.
trouble of walking round this edge. Yeah.
Yeah,
That minor inconvenience.
I'll do that.
Okay. So what is everybody? Is that what everybody's doing? Everybody descending down to the staircase?
Can we all do slow fall?
Yeah.
No,
No.
it's monk.
Yeah, I didn't mean
monk
now you're
shit.
all just jumping off the balcony. I mean,
Okay, cool.
are you coming to you going round, walking round the balcony and going down the stairs?
Yes.
It's
So
only
guys, here's a question for you. I have the daylight spell,
Mm-hmm.
and it lasts for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I could cast it slightly below our level in the middle of this open space, and the radius of it is 60 feet.
I don't think we need it for this. I think it's those lines are literally about rooms. So they
No,
just
but
have
what
get
I'm
back
trying to
rooms.
say is, no, I understand. What I'm saying is that I don't know if you can see the circle I'm creating, but a 60-foot radius would actually be into the tombs. If we opened a door, it would literally shine into the tombs.
Yeah. I understand what you say, and I believe. I mean, sorry, I agree. Because then if we have any shadow, creatures or anything where we are at disadvantage because we can't see it, with this we can overcome that problem before it.
I mean, Obold can't shadows, not
I was going to
shadows.
say it just
Anyway.
puts me at a massive disadvantage straight away. But I think you're better off keeping it until we come across the part where we need to use it.
Okay, I'm just saying that if I have to cast it,
Killjoy.
that's probably where I will cast it because it'll nuke anything.
It does say into darkness descend as well, so
Yeah,
it's not like saying bring a big torch here, is it?
no.
Yeah, but it does warn you that things. It does warn you that.
The dead
It
of
does
awesome
warn you
light.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
it's about, each line so far has been about rooms,
yeah, a single place.
single room. It's not about like this stairwell. It's about single rooms.
Cool.
Okay.
So I think
I'm just warning you that if Fafuk has to hit the nuclear option, that's going to be it. Just saying.
so. We're gonna have to get Cade ready with a jewel because he's got them all in his pouch of holding.
So the question remains: is anybody during that short rest? Is anybody touching that ring?
I'll touch the ring.
You're going to touch the ring. Okay.
I'll touch the ring. Come on, Cade, bring me your ring. I'll touch it.
Ah dear. Right.
Listen,
Okay.
I give him the ring, and I move to the opposite end. Opposite end of this, wherever we are, to make sure he's not touching my ring. Okay. He can touch this ring, but not my ring. all
Okay.
right?
As you touch Cade's ring,
No, not Kate's ring, the ring. Okay, not
as you
Kate's ring.
touch the ring, dust swirls into the shape of a small, feral, bear-like creature that billows towards you with a ghostly roar. Are you going to resist it, or are you going to welcome it?
Try to fuck off.
I'll welcome it like Richard Gere and a hamster.
Richard Gere.
And a hamster.
Have you never heard that story? Anyway, I'm not getting into it.
So you are not the only one who never heard this.
Google it later. Shit.
Okay, so
That's another one, isn't it?
so as Fafuk's body absorbs this spirit, he starts to twitch and then obsessively rubbing at like a stain on his clothes.
All right, I was going to say. I thought you were going to say try to mount Cade's leg or something. Then.
No. Well, no, we had Luzion his compulsive wanking for ages, didn't we? Until we cast remove curse on him. Didn't we?
Don't give ideas to Phil, okay? Don't give ideas. Just shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Phil didn't come up with that idea. We did.
I know
Cleanest
that
decision.
everything and everyone wanna eat kid. I don't want this. Thank you.
All right, so oh
So
my god, this is going to be weird.
I shall add this as a background thing on your character sheet as well.
Cool.
Oh, and the ring itself, so you know everything about the ring, is a ring of protection.
Is that it?
Yeah, probably the least
Is it like a
interesting.
+2?
No, it's probably the least interesting item.
Well, feck. Can it be at least a +2? Just because. +1's shit.
Oh dear.
Yes, you notice Fafuk is more twitchy than usual. I mean, Fafuk's like slightly nervous at the best of times, like a little jumpy, but he seems to be a little worse.
Bad monkey fever.
No, not quite like insane, but definitely a bit more twitchy. I think that's probably as much as you guys will notice for now.
There you go. It's so some of it's in your on your background slot as well, on your features tab.
Okay. Cool. I'll take a look. Fafuk's like, well, that wasn't too bad, I suppose.
Okay, so
While they're all looking at his ring piece, I'll jump over that balcony then. Phil.
okay, so you all descend into the floor, to the level below, right? Okay.
Far as the distance to the next level.
This is seriously the worst one I could have had, Phil. This power is shite. This power is
Ooh,
seriously
what's that?
shite.
So you've got your, so you've still
Oh,
got
I
your
saw
light.
that last time, didn't he?
Cade's still got his light. Give it back because it's taking the lights off.
Oh la la.
Luhai, you carrying that torch around?
Yeah.
Right, so you've got a light as well. No, it's Whisper, not light.
Sorry, just to make sure from the last session, Tacklin still got the mushroom staff.
Yep.
Luzai's got is a ring of protection from what's his face, Dyson, and Obold's got the cloak of displacement.
So Tackling got that ring of
I got the
protection.
ring of protection.
Oh,
as
right,
well.
cool.
Yeah, so you've all
forgot about that
the
book.
You
I
forgot
forgot
about the cloak, the one
Yeah.
that gives a 50% mischance once a turn.
So
I've not had a chance to use it yet, but it is in my list, but I'd forgotten about it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you wanna
actually wearing
buy
it.
Or is it in my list? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's under equipment.
So as before, you can
Alright, let's
see
crack on.
there's various various tunnels, passageways leading off, or rather, you can see two passageways leading off this balcony. You can hear a faint moaning of multiple voices coming from across the opposite side of the balcony. And down to the east, you can see what looks like a shaft of sunlight illuminating a sarcophagus at the far end of the eastern passageway.
Something tells me that there's going to be a trap down this corridor.
How do I import on this new sheet? I want to import a ring of, or are you going to?
Oh, I'll
put
do
it
it.
on
So
our
yeah,
sheets?
I'll put it down. I'll just plop it in for you.
Cool.
Oops.
Thank you.
Right.
So there's a tunnel north of Cade
Yeah.
that we've all walked past, and then there's one that Obold's just gone past.
There's a giant
that
face
right?
at the end of that tunnel.
Sorry, which one? The one Cade's in front
The
of?
one going north, yeah. There's a giant face at the end of it.
Oh, okay.
That devil's face.
There you go.
Does it
so,
look similar to the one that you saw?
So it's equipped.
For food? Does that face
Sorry,
look similar to the one that you saw?
I never actually saw it. Give me a second. I just got moved straight past it, so I didn't see it. Give me a second.
Yeah, I've only put I just put people there because you weren't all on top of each other. Because obviously you're not all like cramped into one spot.
Yeah, very similar, except the one I saw, the mouth was like you could see the back of the mouth. It was carved as a closed object with no like. It wasn't like a mechanized one like the first room we saw. It was. It just had really big nostrils with lever up the snout.
Might you have
But yeah,
a walk through and see if it's actually the same place?
Yeah, I don't want to go back there. Whatever the was under there, I do not want to meet again. It was a big worm with just a throat lined with teeth. Imagine sandworm, except really tiny, burrowing through dead bodies. It's not good. In fact, I've still got some dead body on my clothes, and Fafuk starts scrubbing away at some of the dead ick that previously wouldn't have bothered him, but now seems to be wanting to be obsessively clean for some reason, which is tough considering we've been 4 weeks in Chult and basically we're dressed in rags.
Yeah, and of course you've got all that rotted, all bits of decaying corpse
Exactly.
staining the bottom of your trousers.
Exactly. So I'm like trying to scrub it off with thaumaturgy and stuff now.
Let's put a thing. Right, so
Well, you said you heard moaning voices and
yes,
things.
coming from the opposite side of the balcony, and of
You
course
mean
just
south
to the south.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
Okay,
roughly to the south, and of course you can see this plaque on the wall with this not poem, is it?
Inscription.
Yeah, this inscription. Yeah, which I can read to you again if you like. If you want me to read it again, you've was it? The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as a dead god intoned. Into darkness descend.
Alrighty. Do the moaning we hear sound like undead moaning, like we've encountered plenty
Possibly.
of times before?
Possibly.
Well, heck.
Don't you have,
Right.
anything to turn on the things?
Oh yeah, I can, and I can destroy CR1 now. So if it's CR1, I'll just blast the smithereens.
Dies automatically.
Yeah, it just gets blown away. By my awesomeness! I mean, of Lidamara, of course. Right, well, which one do you guys want to poke at first?
Whichever one you want to walk towards first.
You said you didn't like the look of the north one, did you?
I wasn't liking the look of the east passage because I think I walked down that and there's going to be at least a couple of traps down that for some reason.
Okay, so so I can give you a bit more information as well because Orbol's a bit further around. So Orbol, on the south side of this balcony, you can see this large, what looks like a large heavy door, and this is where this mourning's coming from, and you can see three decayed human heads poking through holes in the door, and it's from them that this mourning is coming from.
All right. Well, I think that's the undead room.
So they're just like I said, they're just these heads poking out through holes in this door.
That bloody mourning.
Yeah, to the south.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Orbol's the only one. Orbol can just see down that far enough.
Okay, well, Fafuk will say, okay, I'll check the passageway up to that big head to the north. And we'll slowly proceed north, checking carefully for traps and stuff.
Okay. So what's your passive perception?
I want to. Let me just triple check. Passive perception is 18.
Right. Wow, that's good. It is. Okay. Right.
Sorry, just triple check.
It is 18. I've had a
It's
look. Yeah.
cool, brilliant.
Because it's basically the one to the right of the number to the right of the skill.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So yeah, so Foot setting up there. The rest of you waiting, or what's the rest of you doing?
I'll
Waiting.
wait. See which traps get set off.
Okay, right. So you, for Foot, you cautiously make your way north up this passageway. So you can make your way north. You get all the way north to the edge of this room. There we're spotting nothing, and triggering nothing. Nothing seems to happen. So you get to the edge of this room. The walls and floor of this 15-foot square room are cracked and carved with images of terrified humans falling. Set into the middle of the floor is a stone base. Is a stone bas relief. I've been pronounced that. I learned that's it's pronounced bas relief, isn't it? Set into the middle of the Set into the middle of the floor is a stone bas relief of a bearded devil face, painted green. Forlorn cries echo from the black void of its gaping maw.
Oh, this is going to be Into Darkness Descend, isn't it? Or with the other ones?
Well, out of character, since I can't see, then yeah, I would imagine so.
I thought it meant going down these stairs.
No, because they're related to rooms, aren't they? Single rooms. But that would suggest there's 5 rooms on this level.
Okay. Fafuk will come back and sort of say, there's a gaping dark hole with moaning coming out of it. Sounds ominous.
Forlorn
it might
cries,
be
not mourning, like the cries of cries of the damned.
Or tortured souls.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd say we go there last. We have got no other option. Right. Shall we go to the sarcophagus? Do you want me to check the sarcophagus next? Because I'm passive perception, right? So Fafuk will 5-foot move his way carefully, checking for traps and stuff, and using Mage Hand to poke and prod at things if it looks suspicious.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Everybody else waiting?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Oh, why is that not? Hold on a minute. Stop a minute. There is. I'm not sure why that's not showing up. Somebody put a wall there by mistake. They have. That's weird.
Wall of Force. Rusty nails embedded in it.
Don't know why that's got a wall.
God.
And it's invisible.
Great spell at Wall of Force.
Only wizards get it.
So many uses there. Someone near a cliff, Wall of Force push.
Yeah, I used to have a wand of force when I was. Could create force corridors.
Nice. My armor class is not taking the ring into.
Have you clicked on equipped? On your character?
Yeah, no, it is. But the formula for armor class, I've just checked. It doesn't. It just says AC armor, AC dex.
It might be because it's not. Maybe I don't think I triggered the rune. The ring has been attuned, so I can't remember how you set it to attune.
Click on edit for the item, and then see if it's got attuned. Because there's a button you can click to attune it.
There's no button.
No,
Edit item.
Because then it'll show under effects when it is.
Trying to edit it now. Oh, that just edits description.
Is it under details?
Yeah, I've got no details. It's just loot. It's showing as loot. Should it be showing as?
If it's a normal ring of protection, then when you click on edit, it's got description, details, effects, and magic item.
It's not. I don't think it's printed as a proper item. Let me drag the one over from. Who's got?
Cool.
Is it you who's got one? Your character's got one, Kieran.
Yeah, I've got one.
Let me drag it off of your sheet then. Copy it.
Can I have one as well, please? Because mine's not doing anything either.
Oh, is it not? Oh,
No.
right. I thought you were just like, I can have a ring.
I just thought I'm halfway down this corridor. I better make sure my ring of protection's working.
I can't see it now, though.
Because what it does is your armor class, it puts your base to 11 instead of 10. It doesn't add like +1 for ring of protection. It just moves your base class up to 11.
Why can't I copy it?
Does
So
it,
if you
I
look
assume
at-
it tweaks your saves as well.
Yeah, it's when you go under effects, it should show us passive effects saving throw bonus, and say source ring of protection once it's in.
Okay.
Yeah, I've not got that.
But when you actually click on edit for ring of protection, then it's got effects, details.
No, none of that's coming up.
It's because the one that's in the item directory on Foundry, it's just for some reason it's just listed as normal item. I'll just import it onto your character sheet instead.
Okay,
Import
no
option
worries.
go. Really?
Yeah, mine's gone too.
Mine's gone.
Because mine,
That's
I've just changed it to attunement not required, and then that's what mine shows as.
Oh, where's import option gone?
Mine's disappeared too. I can't get to any at shops either.
Yeah, I was going to just import one, and then I saw you'd done it, and then I realised it wasn't doing its thing. Otherwise, I just sorted it. I think we should maybe wrap up some exploring and then maybe cut it short, because otherwise it might be a late one.
You can drag and drop it, I think, from magic items. Put ring of protection in there.
Yeah, it's fault. What in Foundry you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's faulty. It's not working. Oh God, I can't remember what the plugin's called.
Plutonium.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's not there. I wonder if it's
Didn't
just
say
in
that.
items.
Oh, it's not in the list. Why is it not in the list of? It's not in the mod list.
Plutonium gone.
Yeah, it's gone. I'll have to look into that. Okay.
I've got it. If you look under items SRD locked, ring of protection's in there.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah, I can get it from the compendium. Of course you can. Yeah.
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 You can just get ring of protection from there, and
yeah.
then just drag and drop it onto your character
Yeah.
sheet.
Of course, I'm forgetting there's the. No, it's not in that one. Oh, the items SRD. There we go. Ring of protection. There we go. Who else wanted one?
No, I've sorted mine, thank you.
You sorted it. Right.
Me, please.
Me.
I've
Oh, wait, I've got it. I've got it.
I've lost it now.
Although the picture for mine looks different than the one
Well,
in
yours
SRD
yours
one.
imported from Frownies. It's got a different graphic.
Slightly different description as well.
Yeah. And one for Lou High. There you go.
Mine says major tier.
Yeah.
Whereas
I don't know why. What's happened to that module?
That one.
Right. Anyway, so I think that's corrected now.
No, yep. Oh, my AC's just jumped. Thank you.
Have you got your +1 on your global proficiency bonus?
Just checking global proficiency bonus.
You can also check effects and see if it's got saving throw bonus under passive effects.
Yes, +1 to AC.
Okay, so that's why that was there. Right. So you come to so you don't find any evidence of any traps, and you about halfway down this passageway, you come to a four-way intersection. The corridors to the north and south curve upward and out of sight, but there's no rails or steps to allow them to be climbed. To your north, you can see the corpse of a half-human, half-goat creature in robes sprawled 10 feet, sprawled across the corridor 10 feet north of you. It grips in its dead hand. It grips a staff tipped with a bronze goat's head.
Says this ring of protection, it says requires attunement.
Yeah, go and click on edit on your character sheet, and there's a drop down where you can click attuned or
On that
attunement
item.
not needed. Yeah,
on
for that item.
Yeah.
Or if you right click it under your inventory, there's a button that says attune to item.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's this corridor that goes off to the north and south, but it like curves up out of sight.
Fook sort of calls back and says, I think it's clear to hear, but there's a dead body. Does it look like fresh dead or like long dead?
It's not years dead. It's like it's not dead. It's not rotted away, but it's not not recent either. It's like maybe weeks. So it's in a it's probably in a bit of a bad way, to be honest. Yeah, it's several weeks old at least.
Right, Fook will cast Mage Hand and try and snaffle staff off the body.
Okay. Right. So it takes a bit of tugging, but you manage to get it. As you pull the staff out of its hand, the corpse rolls slightly to one side, and around its upper right arm, there's tied around its upper right arm is like a strip of yellow cloth, which you recognise as a symbol of the yellow banner.
I call back to those and say, I think I found another yellow banner dude. Been dead quite some time. I'll see if I can retrieve. I mean, does it look? I mean, he looks dead, right? Like, as in, can I see what killed him? Was it like an impact, or was he like sliced and diced, or?
Can't tell from here.
I'll wander down.
I get my hands on the staff and use Mage Hand to send it back and drop it on the ground in front of Tacklin in case Cade wants to take a look.
I mean, I can check it out if you think it's a good idea.
Yeah, go for it, just in case. I'm up here. I don't want to distract myself by trying to identify things while. What do you think, Owold? Is it worth trying to check the body for any goodies?
Can you see how he's died? Has he got like pierced
There's
wounds?
blood. You can't tell from here. You have to get closer.
Yeah, I don't really want to get closer without.
Just say he had a goat's head.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's satire.
No.
Satyrs don't have goat's head, do they? It's just the bottom half that's goat.
Legs.
I'll check for traps on the way up to him, Phil.
Okay, what's your passive perception?
Mine is 16, I think.
Okay.
I'll just double check. Perception 17.
Right, okay. Right, so you sort of cautiously approach this body. As you get closer, you can see, like I say, you can see he's got this strip of cloth that which you recognise as the yellow banner adventuring guild. You can see as you get closer, it's clear that it was the cause of his death and numerous wounds from axes and crossbow bolts. Is like as you can see, his chest is just like a pin cushion of crossbow bolts, and like blood soaks his tunic. and clasped in under, or like sort of inside his cloak under his arm is a book.
Ooh.
I'll pick up the book then, Phil.
Okay.
Oh.
Kate is raising an eyebrow.
It's a cookery book.
There's also on sort of underneath him is laid on top of like a backpack as well.
I'll pick up the backpack as well, and Phil, and
Okay.
make my way back down the corridor.
Okay,
back
right.
to
He's dragged the
junction.
backpack out. His like corpse like rolls over onto its back, and you can see the full extent of his injuries.
Just being basically used as a training dummy for crossbow.
Yeah,
and axe.
his like front is just covered in like axe axe wounds, and like I say, it's just there must be about 20 crossbow bolts embedded in his chest.
Holy shit.
Must have been shit at dodgeball. I'll just drag the backpack off him and then just drag him back down to this junction then, Phil.
Okay.
And I'll have a rifle through the backpack.
Okay, right. So searching through the pack as well, you find an empty water skin that's like it's been punctured.
Mhm.
There's the remains of some rations, a broken oil flask, tinderbox, a couple of metal pins, and a handful of caltrops wrapped up in a cloth, as well as a pot of ink that despite the cork, you find the cork's inside the backpack, but despite the cork being being not stoppered, and it's tipped out, they're just ink. The ink's not dried up.
Yeah.
There's also a spell book
In the back.
Alright.
in the backpack.
Holy shit.
So what's
So
the book
guide
you
the
were
book.
carrying then?
And a spell book.
The book he was carrying. Who's got the book he was carrying?
Me.
So it's
You
an arcane
catched it.
spell. The spell book is full of arcane spells.
Ooh.
Well, the spell book. Or the book.
The spell book is full of arcane spells.
Yeah, but there were a book.
Yes,
And
the
then a
book
spell book.
appears to be a journal.
Right.
Ah. Oh shit, I've been hit by a crossbow bolt. And another one. And another one.
Ugh!
That's a lag.
Right. Okay,
Just spell
so
that across each page.
inside looking inside the journal, there's a few rough sketchings of the level of the tomb that you've above, that doesn't show you anything that you've not already seen. In fact, it's incomplete. And then on the page after that, there's just one entry.
Okay.
And it says, "To those who find this, know that I, Devlin Bashir, am the last surviving member of the Company of the Yellow Banner. The warlord Ras Nasai stripped us of our weapons and threw us in here on orders of his master, Asarak. I can only imagine our souls are to be fed to his philosophy. Alas, it seems he has won. Our company was separated after the incident with the four-armed gargoyle. The tomb guardians tore Seward to pieces, and with him we lost the Starfallen. Our quest was a failure. Even if we had found the eye, the elf princess was gone. My friends wouldn't have lasted long enough without their weapons, especially with a doppelganger in our midst, as Seth suspected. Of course, I kept my staff. I'm sure Brixton would have seen some humour in that. Gentle reader, let a dying man offer you one piece of advice. Asarak is a trickster who desires nothing but your soul. His riddles may help you, but in the end, his final secret always leads to your doom.
Hmm.
Ah!
Rasmus, you said he didn't know about Asarak.
No, it did.
No, it didn't.
It just didn't know what Asarak was up to.
They was in cahoots with him.
Yeah.
He just didn't
Yeah.
know what he was doing.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we kept our equipment. It must have been because we convinced him that we were that we were being truthful about Astrak and the death curse. Hmm. Oh shit.
You're a bit odd with
Okay,
just
so there's a
two
copy of
dead
that.
ends.
There's a copy of that in the journal, play journal, Devlin's journal excerpt handout.
Sorry, the ring of protection's not adding to my saves. Just FYI, but that's not crucial right now. That's just testing.
If you go on your character sheet,
Hmm.
um,
No, we can do it some other time. I mean, that's just.
I'm
where the
surprised
special
Kate's not like all over this spell book.
where the special traits is. Well, I've not told him yet. I've
no
not
one
told
had.
him.
So do
Right.
I know about this spell?
You got the staff. You got the
Not
staff.
yet.
You got the staff.
you-
So
If
I
you
don't-
click on special traits, there's a cog to the right of it, and you can configure it. And then if
Okay.
you go down to your global bonuses and just put a 1 next to global saving throw bonus, and then update special traits.
Sorry, what where's special traits? Sorry, I'm lost.
So on your attributes,
Yep.
I don't know what it shows on your character sheet, but on attributes, you've
Yep.
got your
Special traits, I
special
found it.
traits, and there's a cog down at the bottom, like to the right of it.
Got it.
And then click on that cog, go down to where it says global bonuses, and just put a 1 next to the global saving throw bonus, and then click on update special traits.
Ah, cool. Thank you.
So is it possible for me to check the spell book out?
Well,
Uh,
that's if it's mentioned. Do you mention it?
I mean, for me, I think at the moment I just take the caltrops and put them in with the caltrops I've already got. Everything else is useless to me.
Yeah, but you're not so much of a dick that you don't know Cade is desperate for more spells. He's been moaning about it for months.
Years. Literally years.
2 years and 1 month.
So-
I'll be keeping it.
Is anybody telling Kate about the spell book or not?
I'll just leave it. I'll not tell him, but I'll leave it. I'll just leave it on top of the backpack.
Fook will cast Mage Hand, pick it up, and send it down because he doesn't want to be within arm's reach of Cade, because Cade will literally murder whoever stands between him and this book, and just drop it on the ground behind Taklin.
Okay, so
Just
yes.
wait for the sound of halflings sprinting forward.
So do I see this?
Yes,
still?
so Fafuk drops, uses the mage and drops this spell book near
It's like feeding a shark a tiny piece of tuna. You don't want to get your fingers caught in it.
I'll
I had other words feeding piglets.
I'll make my way back up to that corpse, Phil,
Okay,
and I'll continue all the way to the end, checking for traps.
okay.
I
One moment.
I
then.
like to check this spell book out, please.
Okay.
Whenever you
Yes,
finish with
you
the others.
can. So yes, you feverishly page through this spell book. It's full of spells. There's lots of spells in here. So I'll let you know what's in there in a moment.
Yeah, no rush. Thank you
So,
very much.
Orbald, you head up. So as you head further north up this corridor, like I said, like I said before, the floor sort of arcs steeply upwards, but there's no railings or steps or anything. But as you hit the incline, you seem to like follow it as if
Okay.
gravity is like gravity's shifting.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I'll just continue up until the end, keeping an eye out for traps.
Okay, so Obold follows this thing, and it soon disappears from sight as he disappears around the curve. You just see him walk up this wall.
Oh, that's interesting. Probably some monk should.
Okay,
Usually
so you walk for about maybe let's see, about 50, 60 feet or so, and you come to a point in the corridor, so you can looking behind you. You can see the curve. The like you're like kind of stood on the ceiling, so you're looking down at the roof of the
Right.
corridor, and you can see the curve of the floor goes out of sight, and also to the same ahead of you. But at this
Okay.
point in the corridor, on the wall, there is a mirror.
Oh, I wonder if this is our first line. It's not a literal ring.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I'm going to wander past the mirror. I'm not going to look in it, Phil.
Okay.
And I'm just going to continue and then see if it brings me out to the other side of Fafuk.
Okay. Yeah. So you come out. At the you come up behind Fook at the south end, south corridor.
Yeah, I think this is the first line of the warning. The ring is a path to another tomb.
As in, we need to walk through the ring, or we have to actually walk around the ring?
The path is a ring. The path is a ring as it comes back on itself and down the other side of you. So you walk north, continue and follow it all the way around, and it brings you back down up from the south of you.
Yeah, we're back where you started then.
Yeah, but that path is a ring. As in, it just goes round. So that it's not a literal ring. It's the path that's the ring.
Shape.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand, but why?
Well, I don't know. But there's a mirror like in the middle of when you're on the roof. After walking around, I didn't have a look in the mirror, but I'm assuming that that's some sort of entrance to another tomb.
Okay. No, okay, that's good info.
So you can either do that one or carry on to this sunlit thing.
Okay.
There you go, Cade. There's a list. Sent you a whisper with a list of what's in the book.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. Thank you.
Devouring it now.
Sorry, what did you say?
Said devouring it now.
Devouring, sorry.
So, do we want to check this glowing coffin out first? And then do the ring?
I think we might as well do the ring, to be honest.
Okay, call up the say, okay, chaps. Obold's found a literal ring tunnel, and we think there's an entrance up there somewhere. So we're going to take a look at that one first. The staff's there as well. I assume somebody grabs the staff.
Well, yeah, you dropped it in front of Cade, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, in front of tackling to give to Cade.
Yeah.
Cade taking the staff then? Nice goat-headed staff.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
And I suppose I follow Obold up the ring.
Be amusing if you're a staff of goat screams.
It'd be funny if staff would make you look like a goat.
Turn into a goat.
Yeah, exactly.
So just summons them two goats like that Thor film actually. They were quite amusing, just screaming all the time.
Okay, so is that it? So you're going as a group up this up round this passageway, are you?
Yeah.
Ideal.
I'll let someone else lead.
Okay, so you
Annihilation.
follow this. You follow this impossible passageway as you walk up the walls and end up walking on the ceiling. And at the peak, at the opposite side of this passageway, you come to a mirror on the wall.
Okay, Fafuk takes a few deep breaths and then steps in to look at his reflection.
Oh my god.
And then instantly starts. Oh shit! I'm covered in stains. Starts like trying to tidy himself up,
So
straighten
Fafuk
his lapels.
starts step forwards as he touches the mirror. It's like as if his form is just suddenly stretched like elastic and sucked through this mirror.
The truth.
I haven't been sucked off in ages.
It's not even my birthday.
Right through the mirror.
What's everybody else doing?
Follow suit.
Okay, so the same happens to tackling.
I followed through as well.
And then Cade. What's Luaya Noble doing?
I'll after you.
Sent any private messages yet, Phil?
No.
All dead.
What are you doing? What's Luaya Noble doing?
Oh, just say no. After you.
Me?
Yeah.
Go and I'll walk through.
Okay, right. The same happens to Luhai.
I'll just have a quick look around, make sure there's nothing behind us, and then I'll step through backwards.
Okay, right. You stood in a corridor. Identical to the corridor you just stood in. There's a mirror on the wall.
Right. Follow the corridor back round again, I would imagine.
You following it round?
Yeah.
Are we all together?
Yes.
Follow it back round then, Phil.
Okay, right. You follow it back round and come to an intersection. Again. So there's something a little bit different. So there's no body on the floor. The walls, the door, everything looks clean, like new. The stonework, the stonework, the passageways, everything looks brand new, as if it's literally just been built. So
So it's like the mirror of the other one.